Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget it.
It does, though.
Where
That's,
is this poll at? We are live. Jeff, where's this poll at? We don't see no poll.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. Silly man. I looked in your posts.
Yeah, I couldn't find it.
Crap. All right.
I think you.
Did you have the live open?
I bet you if the tracker had a tab, I bet he'd get in it.
How is Did you catch it? How is this happening? Where is this poll at, Jeff? We're gonna need a link. Am I gonna have to put a poll in
What
here?
is this poll he's talking about?
I don't know.
Hey, scissors.
Who's in the most trouble? Them 4 people we named a minute ago. J-Mac, Emmy, Gidgy, or Frank the Tank.
Oh, it's in his live stream.
Oh, it's in his live stream.
Oh.
I
We were
got
looking
you.
on your community tab.
Yeah. Our bad. You're bad for not explaining.
Yeah, Mr. Breaking News.
Okay, it's right when you come into it live, you guys. Got 11 votes. J-Max at 40%. Frank's at 42.
now. Frank the Tank isn't in trouble, though.
No,
Not anymore.
not anymore.
Oh, where's the poll at now? Did it end already?
Did it?
What?
Oh, there it is.
Keem is angry and drunk. Oh, great.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you mean J-Mac? Oh.
Why is he live somewhere too?
Oh, no, he meant Keem.
Who
I see
cares?
him.
He's a fucking weirdo.
No, I don't see Keem. Oh, somebody's got a bat with spikes in it. Ow. Hi, Jasper. Somebody's pissed off they got a bat with spikes.
Uh-uh.
Who?
I don't know. Some guy.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
That fucking guy.
Fuck that guy.
You got that guy. That one guy. That fucking guy, man.
Fuck that guy.
You gotta
That's
watch
funny.
that guy. That's so funny. Okay, I'm trying to fucking. God damn it.
Hi,
So
Miss
who
K.
won?
I see you.
Miss K, did you click on that link I sent you? That's the
Hey,
video I
Phoenix.
made for our matriarch. Hi, Phoenix. Hi, R&D.
Hey, R&D.
What? I'm not voting from different channels. No, not at all. Why? What? No.
What? No.
Nothing. No. Why would you think that?
Stop it.
Me up to no good? How dare you? The audacity.
Stop it.
Why would you even say such nonsense? Utter fucking nonsense. It's just, I don't get it. But I'm gonna make sure that somebody wins. Come on. Come
Oh,
on.
Lord, my cat's hollering hello from the other room.
Oh, it ended. Poll complete. Damn it, I was going to vote again, but J-Tard won.
Oh.
Congrats, you're a dickhead.
Yep.
Hey,
Hey guys. Hey Phoenix. Hey R&D. Jasper, our dancing queen over here.
Right.
You won. I don't care what they say.
Yep.
I don't care what they say, Jasper. You won.
Yep. Yep. We were all in favor for you, Jasper. You won.
You're saying you lost by technicality because you didn't have the music playing in the background. In my head, I heard the music. I don't know. I thought there was music. I really did, though. I know he did. I know he won. I know. I went and voted from like 4 different places. So just saying. You didn't hear that.
Cemetery tonight. He is of the living. He is missing.
What?
The police are looking for him.
What about the living?
this guy, what the hell are they?
Hi, Becky.
Happy
Hi,
birthday, Becky!
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to you!
Happy birthday
to
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 you!
Happy
Happy
birthday, dear
birthday, dear
Becky.
Becky.
Happy
Happy birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
Yay!
Yay.
Want me to show you a picture of your mustard seed for your birthday? I'll get one real quick.
It's called Stark Paranormal, and they're looking for a missing
Yesterday was
kid.
her birthday. Yes, yesterday was her birthday. I would play
Yeah, I
music
didn't
for her,
know.
but
I
her
didn't
music
know
would
until
get me in trouble.
today.
And YouTube's kind of getting weird with their copyright shit now. So I know for a fact your shit would get me in trouble. Guaranteed. Hey, Freeside.
Freeside.
Freeside. Woohoo! She's 47.
Hola.
And add 2 zeros to that. She's 4,700. She lies like a rug.
Damn, you old bitch.
She lies like an old Persian rug. Don't you motherfucker. She's a cryptid. She's a vamptilian. She's part vampire, part reptilian.
Mhm.
And Don is a Canadian. He's part Canadian, part alien. Yeah.
Oh, I hope he gets to feeling better soon, man. That sucks having broken ribs, man.
7 of them, dude. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Why do you say mate? Are you Australian, Freeside?
Have no fear, the alien is
Good
here.
day,
Are
mate.
you? Are you
Stop
Mallory or
talking
something?
about me.
Hola.
No, we're
No,
gonna talk
because
about
one
this
day
later.
he's speaking Spanish, the next he's
I notice he says mate a lot, and that's like usually like in New
No,
Zealand or
there's
Australia,
John.
Mallory.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Jerry.
Terry
Now he's not
and your
answering me. Do
beaver
I
is
scare
here.
you by saying, "Hey Terry"? No, really. That would be plus points for you. No, well, damn, you should have said yes. You would have raised your chances by a lot. Let me just say.
No.
Like a lot.
That's negative.
It would have been a lot better if you were. I'm just saying. I got a sick obsession with him. I don't know why. Forgot it my whole life. I don't know. I used to have a friend in high school. He was Australian. Oh my God, you guys used to follow him around like a lost puppy. Make him talk to me. Just say something. Just say something. His name was Sean. He was so funny. His dad was in the military.
Oh, Terry.
Sean O'Connor. That was his name. And he was
Who
fucking
said I love
Australian.
you all? Miss K?
Right? That's Holy Cowgirl, I think. It says Holy Cowgirl Paranormal.
Yeah.
Well, we love you too.
Can you not read?
No, man.
I don't think so.
So I said,
I need
what
to-
is
I didn't move myself to move
She
the
was
chat.
saying hi to Tina D today, and it was Philip D. I was like, did you not see that? It said Philip, not Tina.
That's
Yeah,
why I said,
no.
is your eyesight off today?
Yes, if the shit moves above the fucking black spot on the damn thing, and I didn't move the chat. That's
You're
why
supposed
I
to
asked.
dye your hair, not your eyelashes.
I think she's done it too many times, and it's soaked into her skull. You go get a brain scan. They don't even got to put the dye in there. You've already done that for them. It's going to be all different kinds of colors.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Your fucking monitor going to light up like a goddamn Christmas tree and shit.
Oh my God in heaven.
You're the one frying your brain with colors.
Hey.
All the pretty colors.
That's right.
Hey, how dare me? The audacity of me, people. The audacity of me to report someone.
Tell her how much audacity she's got.
The audacity of filing.
Tell her about her audacities, Garrett.
Fucking audacity.
Garrett, booger, no.
Motherfucker filed over 40 fucking claims against my channel, bitch, and I filed 7 so far against yours. Are you kidding me? Baby girl, it's only the beginning, you little fucking fat troll bitch. I already told you. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be smooth up your motherfucking asses from here until the end of your fucking life. Until you fix my shit.
Well, it's all fun and games until you're shabloinsted in your sherbunkles, all right?
Well, they're about to lose their shabunkins and their shabuckles.
Unless your shabunkles come pre-shablointed, then all you gotta do is add the nipples before usage to avoid any unwanted coitus.
Well, there was the purple nurple that happened.
Oh my God.
The nipple.
Oh my God.
Which nipple?
I can't. Okay,
There's
you two both. You get the fuck away from me and you get that tone off your face.
The dude, they thought he had 3 nipples, but no, the third one was really his fucking pee-pee. It's the third nipple. With 2 little...
That's it, my shirt. I don't even have any writing on it.
That's right. Write down what I said. Bring it back to me.
No way.
It's all fun and games.
I'm not hurting my tongue.
Until you're shabloinsted in your sherbunkles, dude.
I see things as like Blumpkin, huh?
You never heard of a Blumpkin? A country Blumpkin? It's kind of like a pumpkin, only different.
Sherbunkles.
Sherbunkles.
Have you ever heard of sherbunkins? They're really cool. They're fish. They're really cool.
You ever heard of sherbunkles? They get shabloinsted, like, often.
Yeah, along with the blumpkins.
Yep. All coitus to that.
Oh, God.
Shabonga. Yeah, exactly. Shabonga. You've heard of them then?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Very fun.
They're rare.
In fact, I got a hookup. He hooks up my sherbunkles.
You know a guy? That's cool. I used to have a guy. My guy got raided though. Now I don't have a guy.
I'll never take sherbunkles.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
God damm it. My fucking bong is fucking shablugged. God damn it.
Fuck that guy.
Pretty sure I won.
That's what happens when you smoke fucking resin.
Not resin.
I keep calling it resin. It's not resin. It's fucking wax. I keep calling it resin. I don't know why. It's not resin. So my bong is plugged. Good night. The fuck?
Yes,
Get myself
Phoenix,
a fucking
my son is a goober.
Trying to fucking...
Hey, Corinne.
Run
I'm a
while you
goofy
still can.
goober, yeah.
Run while you still can. Make you hit your thumbs. So. Who's going to hit their... No, stop. Oh, let's see. I'm going to fucking pop a blood vessel in my brain trying to hit this bong. Man, I watched them. You guys know who Sean Ryan is?
Garrett said you just got shabloinsted.
Yeah. You guys know who Sean Ryan is?
No.
Do you know who AJ Gentile is?
No.
Okay, you know the Y Files?
Yes.
Okay, that guy is AJ Gentile.
Okay.
Sean Ryan is like some special ops fucking like badass motherfucker that does all these fucking killer ass interviews with people. Like about really, and he interviewed that guy. And that guy's like really smart and really into a lot, like all that shit that he talks about on there. He's like, it was like a 3.5 hour, 4 hour interview. And he talked about all of the weird conspiracies and all the weird shit that he's like talked about on his show and all that shit. Dude, it was the most interesting fucking thing I've ever seen. But he did a whole thing about Mel's Hole.
Oh, wow.
And then he says it's a hoax. But he said he can't prove it. You can't prove it. But a lot of it is just to the point where the fact that you can't prove right either way, people, you know, like, he doesn't like, I don't know, dude. He got really into it. He got like, there was a lot of details and shit. Like, he got really into it and the whole conspiracy around it and fucking, it was crazy. I wish I could play the interview, but I don't know if I'd get in trouble or not.
You probably would.
I mean, he's a big time live streamer, big. He does like, he interviews like all the famous people and like all the politician type shit and all the whistleblowers. And he's just a badass. He don't give a fuck. But his shit's usually about like snipers or like, you know, different tactics, like different wars and different shit that happened and like government shit and like military type shit and like conspiracies and stuff. So I was like shocked to see this dude. But then when they got in the interview, I was like, oh, I guess it does make sense because that guy does a lot of conspiracies and shit. Hecklefish. I love Hecklefish. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I watch him. I like Hecklefish. You have the talking Hecklefish doll. I want to get an actual fish. An actual Hecklefish.
Hi, Guns and Gears.
Hey, Guns and Gears. Dom, that's what you need to get. Get a Hecklefish. I want to get some more shabumpkins. Like, those are really cool fish. They're cousins to the koi, but they're considered a goldfish, but they're like super fucking fancy goldfish. They're really pretty. They're like almost like a brindle color. You want a blue one. They're the cheap man's koi. They're beautiful. They get as big as a koi, and they're gorgeous. They're probably prettier than kois. They're actually gorgeous. And they're called shabumpkins.
What? A shark again?
He had one and his tank broke or something and it died.
Oh, yeah. I've already done the whole fish thing. I had great big ones. I'm over it.
I was getting goldfish from the carnival.
Thanks.
Dude, a carnival goldfish. Every year, the first 10 years me and Pete were together, I would go to the carnival and get a fish, one fish every year that we were together. And my first one I got ended up being like, he was like a foot. He was so big. I had him outside, like I was going to put him in a pond. They're now in this Mexican restaurant over here. They have a big ass wall that's an aquarium, and they're in there. All of them are. There's like 8 of them in there. And they were all mine. They're so big. They're the biggest goldfish I've ever seen. I've never had a goldfish live more than like a day. I mean, come on, be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, really. No, dude, I had these for like 10 years, but I actually researched how to take care of them. Dude, there's so much I didn't know. No wonder they died. We killed them. They couldn't breathe in that water. We killed them, dude. You know, they eat meat, like they eat worms and like mealworms and like little shrimps and stuff and fruits. Like you got to like mash it, like really fucking like almost puree it. But they like pineapple and they like vegetables and they eat it. Mine ate all that shit. They were so big.
But I don't know because my big fish ate goldfish, so I didn't care.
What kind did you have? A beta?
No, I had one of those great big Goliath grouper.
Oh God.
Yeah. I had him and a great big huge plecostomus to the point that the plecostomus, if he could get a hold of the goldfish, he ate them too.
Yeah, I had to keep mine outside because there was like 8 or 9 of them, and it was like 250-gallon tank. I couldn't have that in the house. That would have broke the floor in my trailer. There's no way. So I had to shit outside, and they could be in a pond. We were going to dig a pond for him and put him in the pond. But trying to keep the algae because of the water, because it was outside and the heat in the summertime here, it was impossible. There was no way to keep that water right. You couldn't do it.
I had a 50-gallon tank.
Yeah, I had 250 gallons, and there was no way I could keep. I would clean it out every day. Clean the fucking thing out and clean it every day. The very next day, it would be full of algae again because the sun.
Yep.
And the goldfish are dirty. It breeds that shit. So it was almost impossible to keep their water right. So I fucking gave them to this guy. They own a Mexican restaurant and had a giant fucking aquarium put in the wall of their fucking restaurant. Like the whole wall of the restaurant.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And he has all kinds of fucking fish in there, and he put mine in there.
Yeah, I got rid of mine when I moved from here and went down to St. George because I knew I wasn't going to be able to travel with them in the car going down and shit. So I gave them to a friend of mine here before I left.
Yeah, I'd love to get another one. I love him.
You forgot to get my top. Rude. Come in here and harass me.
That's funny. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, and to the dumbass who, dude, there's nobody coming around my house. There's nobody walking past me I didn't recognize at 3 in the morning. I'm not even out at 3 in the morning. I'm in bed asleep at 3 in the morning, like normal people. And you can't see my house from the street. You can't drive past my house. You can't drive around my house. You cannot get to my house without going through 3 gates and past at least 3 other people and 3 dogs, a black German Shepherd and 2 pit bulls. So no, whoever the fuck is, you're a liar. And I don't intimidate easy. You're gonna have to do better
your
than
fear
that,
tactics aren't gonna work.
We'll see who's scared when, you know, I don't know, you live in a war zone and all of a sudden you don't have weapons anymore because you wanted to steal a channel. I hope that channel protects you. I mean, I would rather have guns.
God, he made you
I
go
hope that
get it.
channel does.
Oh, God forbid.
It's going to be funny. Somebody's going to break into their house. You're going to be sitting there with no guns, no nothing. All he's going to have is a fucking terminated channel to protect him.
Oh, throw your dart frogs at him. You'll be all right.
Throw your isopods at him. That'll get him.
Yeah. Throw any spiders at him. Y'all be good.
Throw the emails that says you terminated my channel at him. See if that stops him. That'll show him. They'll be like, fuck, you did that? No, man, come on, let's go. They'll all leave. Nobody will fuck with you. Just put a sign out front. I terminated a YouTube channel fraudulently. They'll leave you alone. I'm unarmed because of it, but they'll leave you alone, dude. That right there will terrify them. Makes you a badass. I mean, doesn't that intimidate you guys? Aren't you guys intimidated by that? He had a channel terminated. He don't got any weapons, but he had a channel terminated.
Yeah. It's been off and on.
That's great. I hope that protects you. I really do. Because it's going to be funny when it don't. It'll be at that moment that you realize you fucked up. And it'll be at that moment that you realize it's too late to care. Which I think is funny. Because stay in your arrogance. Stay in your fucking bullshit. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it and a situation arises and you're standing there with your finger in your ass and my terminated channel and can't protect yourself or your fucking loudmouth whore of a wife or your house because you decided you wanted the terminated channel rather than having your weapons, don't blame me, buddy. Blame yourself because you've had more than enough chance to fix it. You've chosen not to fix it. So now I'm going to fix it by taking your weapons. That's how this is going to go. Especially since you're threatening people coming to my house and all this shit and driving around. You're losing your weapons, period. So I hope it was worth it. Because like I said, this ain't over and I'm not done yet. So you sure the fuck ain't one shit. How's your channel coming, Emmy? I got some more to file tonight. Don't worry. You'll get more emails. Because I'm not going to stop till your shit's gone. Because you could have retracted them and you haven't. You haven't. So until he does and you do, I'm going to keep hitting you because I can. And you're over there acting like, the audacity. Panel, she came on willingly and now she's trying to give me... Same thing your husband did to me.
Yep, same thing your husband did to Tony.
Multiple times. Over 40 fucking reports, Emmy, of fake-ass claims like that. And live streams you told me to restream. And I restreamed and he struck me for it. When you told me to do it. You asked us all to do it. And panels, he came on. He struck me for private. Yeah, your husband did that. So how does it feel? Does it feel good? Because I didn't do nearly as much as he did. He made over 40 fake reports. And then you retracted 7, and he put 9 more on top of that. 9 more strikes. I don't know how many more reports. And I've only done 7 on yours.
Hi, Roger.
I'm going to do so much more. Because you deserve it. You want to sit over there in your little fucking bullshit, all arrogant and fucking stupid, like you're doing something good? No. How's it feel? J-Mac, how's it feel? Because your channel's about to go too, huh? You're only about a strike away, aren't you? Aren't you? You're real close, huh? Yeah, by the way, anybody that don't like him, he's only about a strike away from losing his channel. So, I'm just saying. If you find anything you can strike him for, you might want to, because if you guys want to get rid of him, there's your way. He's close. He's real close. That's why he's nervous. And if these strikes go through, or these reports on Emmy, you're going to be real close too, huh? Damn, ain't that a shame? It's a shame, huh? I got one of my channels back. The other one will probably be soon. But you're still losing yours. And I'm still putting a restraining order. Because you should have retracted your bullshit. And since you won't, I won't retract mine either. The restraining order or any of the fucking strikes. You'll be off the internet and not even be able to protect yourself. That's going to be funny. And satisfying to me. Yeah. And you know what? I don't regret one. Wouldn't even think about regretting it. I know what I'm doing, and I'm doing it full fucking aware of it. And you know why? Because you deserve it. And you could be like, oh, the audacity. No, bitch, your audacity. Your fucking husband's audacity. See, what I'm doing is defending myself. Fighting back against your fucking ignorance. You don't like it? Don't do it to me then, bitch. It's that simple. I'm doing literally the exact fucking thing your husband did to me using your channel. Right back
Hi,
to you.
Spitfire.
Using my own channel. And by the way, the channel that I'm reporting you on is not the channel that was banned. It's not. It's this one. From this channel. So you can stop lying. You can quit telling YouTube I'm using banned channels. No, I'm not. I'm from this one. The other ones are because they were from that other channel. And I still have that email. That email just was never banned, you dumb bitch. You can quit saying that because it's not. You wished it was. Yours is probably going to be, but mine's not. Because you guys fucked up and went around saying that you guys did this to me, admitting it.
Yeah,
and
you
laughing about
gloat
it.
too much. That's
So,
your
yeah.
problem right there. You gloat too much when you guys do shit. And then you end up giving everybody the evidence they need against you.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Because you're dumb.
Because you're dumb. Yeah. And so you guys forgot about something. You see, Maria was a manager on that channel. And she has a little button. She can talk to YouTube. And since she was a manager, she can talk about everything in there with them. See? So you guys are stupid. I've been talking to him. She's been talking to him. And we've given them all the clips of you guys admitting everything you've done. So if you think you're not being looked into, you're idiots. Oh, and 3 of those strikes, or 3 of those complaints in me have already went up to their investigations department. Their compliance
What's that,
department.
dear Betty? Why did you not call 911? Hey,
Why would I?
Spitfire, damn it! Knock your shit off!
What? That's not Spitfire.
No, but he fucking took it out of there before I could finish fucking reading it.
Oh, you can see it on StreamYard. It's J-Mac pretending to be my sister.
Oh, I know, but god damn it.
You can see my you can see it on the
I know,
StreamYard,
I was
and
looking
did call
down
911.
and then I looked up at my other screen so I could see it better.
And I did. You weren't there, so how would you know? There was like 9 people there, and 911 was called. So, yeah, you're an idiot. Why didn't you call them when you were out there getting high with your sister? Before
Go
she
play
over there?
somewhere else.
Did you tell people that part? You were out there with her for like on a 3-day bender before she died? Did you tell them that part? Did you? Because you didn't tell them that part, did you? See, my sister did what she did somewhere else and got dropped off at my house. So, I don't know. I wasn't with her when she did what she did. I was just with her for the aftermath.
Okay.
Actually, there was a bunch of us there. A whole bunch of us. I've already been over the story.
Sorry. I had to go potty.
I was like, holy crap, he's smacking shit for I was like, wait, what? Huh? I looked down, then I looked up to read it, and I was like, shit, where'd it go? Damn it.
That's why you're going to get a restraining order.
Yeah, because you can't stop with your fuckery.
You
can't stop with your fuckery.
5 minutes to come in
It's
here
okay,
just to say that.
Spitfire. I just was trying to. I was like, God damn it!
No, you did the right thing, Spitfire. You're fine.
No, you were
thing.
fine. No, yeah, I was sorry. I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it that way, Spitfire.
Hey, you better watch out. He is the new reigning king of Dramaween because he got the crown because J-Mac lost it.
Whatever. I'd chew you up and spit you out. Just quit.
Well, he is the king. I'm just saying. He was runner-up. Now he is taking on the role until, 17 days from now when we have the rematch?
Shine up that fucking crown there, Spitfire, because I want it nice and pretty.
Y'all make sure you fucking subscribe because you're gonna have to be subscribed to be in that chat. So
You can't have his. You can have Lori's if you try.
good luck. She said she's coming to
I
keep
cracked
hers.
myself up, Jasper.
I think it's funny people are going to try to report Dramaween. There's nothing that's going to break any of YouTube's guidelines. It's going to be nothing that we don't do on a daily basis, pretty much.
Yep.
It's just all going to be in one chat instead of throughout a bunch of chats like it usually is. That's the only difference. So you go ahead and report all you want. You're just mad because you don't get to be a part of it. That's what you're wrong. Because you think it might actually fucking pick up and be something, right? Because it will. It's been doing pretty good. And now with our new guest host we're going to have this year, Mr. Steve Billings, I'm sure it's going to be quite fun. Is that why you canceled yours? Huh? Is that why? Because you're an idiot if you didn't. You can just steal shit from people and it's okay. You realize nobody likes you? Emmy, how many people did you have in your chat today? How many people were in there babysitting you for your husband while you were out? Huh? Because that's the only reason you go live. Don't lie. Don't act like it isn't.
Somebody told me today, Emmy just went live. I said, let me guess, she's leaving the house.
Yep. Absolutely.
I had no idea. And they're like, yep. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Fucking crazy.
I'm always laughing and fucking playing around unless I'm tired. Then I start getting really quiet.
Okay. What I did was I took my weed and I put this wax in there and I grinded it all together with the grinder. So it's like grinded into the weed. And every once in a while I get a good hit and it fucking almost kills me because it's a hit of wax and not just weed.
Jeez.
It's fucking stupid. I don't know what made me do it. I mean, fuck, it gets you high as goddamn hell, but fuck, dude. My God. It's funny, though. Because I'll just be hitting it normal, and all of a sudden I'm fucking hacking up a lung because it wasn't weed. It was fucking resin. Or I keep calling it resin. It's fucking wax. Dude, it looks like little fucking diamonds is what it looks like. Little fucking round pebbles, like rocks or something. I don't know, but like yellow. It's like, I don't usually do wax. My brother got it. I don't know.
Dude, I had some not too long ago. It was like that, and they were calling it diamonds.
Something. My brother lives. The guy
But it's the same. It's the same thing. It's dab, but they just was calling it diamonds.
Yeah, that's what he told me. He said they were like expensive as fuck and shit. I was like, all right. He gave me like
it's the better dab.
Yeah, he's like, it's because I like, I don't even want dabs. I don't like wax. He goes, no, you'll like this. This is good. I was like, dude, it's gonna fuck me up. He goes, yeah, but that's what you want, right? I'm like, well, yeah, kinda. I guess you're right. Yeah. So this last like week or two, because obvious reasons, I've been stressed the fuck out. So I've been fucking putting this wax in everything, and I've been grinding it up. See, I don't know what's in there because if I just put it on there, then I taste it real bad, and it like doesn't burn right, and I don't like it. But I noticed if I grind it up in there, it just like blends in and you can't tell. But I noticed the weed feels waxy though.
My husband wins. I don't deal with the fucking TV in there. I have my own fucking remote, Jasper. That's how that fucking goes.
I don't watch TV. I watch Pluto on my laptop.
I sit here and watch on my laptop. So he has total control over the remote.
Western.
But the funny thing is he's got one of them smart TVs. He don't know how to run that there remote.
Oh. Has he got the Roku set up? Because I could tell him how to do it and it's fun. There's all kinds of shit in there you can do.
Well, no, he can do it on the TV. It hooks up to Wi-Fi. It's one of the big, like
I know
65-inch fucking. Yeah, it takes him a minute. When we first got it, it took me a minute to figure it out.
You remember back in the day, they had the big ass satellites. You had to push the button or go out and turn them. Just went in different sectors, and there was like a bunch of channels on one, and you turned it, and then like a bunch of channels on it, but they were not on the same one, and you didn't know where you were facing. Oh my God, it was so funny.
Yeah,
that was terrible. My uncle had one of those. I was like, good Lord.
Yep.
I don't have a TV. I wouldn't watch it. I don't watch it. I literally watch old westerns. That's all I ever watched. So when I had one, all I watched was the fucking Grit channel. But now I watch it. I watch it all on my laptop. Like I quit watching the TV. I just quit watching it.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched the TV in I don't know how
They
long.
went over there. I don't think I've turned it on. I don't think we've turned it on in probably 2 years. I don't even know if it even still
Roku.
turns on.
But I watch
I don't even do
YouTube
that. I
on
literally,
TV.
he watches his TV or his laptop or phone or whatever, and I watch mine. But dude, I've been
I know.
binge watching. Like I'm doing Rawhide right now. I did Gunsmoke, all 28 seasons of it. I watched from the first episode all the way through 28 seasons, and there's like
Right now,
38
watching
shows in
Master
each
Knight.
season. I
Good
watched all
Lord.
of that one. I watched all of the Rifleman, all of what other one? Bat Masterson, Wells Fargo, Death Valley Days, Gunsmoke, now Rawhide, Laramie, Jane Grey Theater.
Now you need to start in on Bonanza.
That's the next one. And I watched everything John Wayne's ever done. I've seen every John Wayne movie, all the way back from like the old black and white, like silent kind of movie ones,
You
all the
should
way up.
see our living room. It is nothing but John Wayne memorabilia. I'm not kidding. Nothing but. Gibby's got some shit in there that's from the Bradbury Exchange. He has quite a collection.
Yeah, there's nothing on TV to watch. It's all bullshit. Like the shows are just retarded.
She even did a John Wayne Diamond Dot.
Yeah, I
And
did
that
a big
new one on CBS, that Georgie and Mandy's first wedding, that show right there should not be on the air. Absolutely not. You know what that show is? Here's the premise of that show. This girl was 23 or something. Dude was 17. They had a one-night stand. He lied and said he was over 18. She got pregnant, found out he was like 16 or 17, and she's like 23 or 24, and they end up getting married.
Oh,
Now, if that was a guy and the girl was the younger one, would people be watching that show the same way?
right.
No, they wouldn't. And the fact that they're trying to normalize that is not right. That shouldn't be normalized. I think he was like 16 and she's like 24 or something. Which, that's not good. And now it's a sitcom? I don't like it. I don't like it.
No, I
That's
haven't watched it,
that's
but I ain't
normalizing
got
something that
much
shouldn't be
to say
normalized.
on that topic, so I'll just
I
sit
just-
there and be
I
quiet.
don't think it's a good idea just because it's a woman and the guy's younger that it's even a good show. Because if that was a guy and it wouldn't be, that's why it's not a guy and a girl. Like the
Right.
girl's not younger. That's why it's not. Because it's more accepted and it shouldn't be. It just shouldn't be. Because it's kind of gross. I'm just saying, it's gross. It's fucking gross. I don't know. It may be legally, but it's gross. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I watch YouTube all day.
Me too. And I watch my soaps, but I watch them on the CBS app.
Not me. Usually I'm over on Amazon Prime.
I don't know. I always watch Pluto.
And every once in a while I go over to Tubi.
Pluto's doing they got 12 different channels that are all horror, all fucking Halloween, all scary all the time. Like they have whole ones dedicated to different Halloween.
That's one I haven't seen for a long time. Maverick. I loved that show. I haven't watched that one for a long time.
I've seen it. Dude, I'm watching Rawhide. I didn't know Clint Eastwood was in Rawhide. And the guy, the trail boss is, I think it's the guy, the dad from Everybody Loves Raymond. What's his real name? Is it like, what was the guy? Eric fucking Fleming? No, that's the guy. That's the boss guy.
I don't remember.
I think it's Eric Fleming. I don't know, but I know he's somebody because I recognize his face. I just can't figure out who it is. I think it's that guy, though. But Clint Eastwood's like the main character in there. I think it's funny. I didn't know that. There's a lot of these shows that they got like these actors. I'm like, oh, I know who that is. Like,
Right.
Howard Young. Like fucking Roscoe P. Coltrane. He was big in all of these shows back in the day. Like he was big in a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I didn't know that. I had no idea. I'd only seen him in fucking Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard, yeah.
And the from
And
Gilligan's Island, the captain.
Cow.
The captain from Gilligan's Island. He's in a lot of them too.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Fucking Kurt Russell, is that the older one? Kurt Russell.
Yes.
I think it's him. It's either him or his dad. And the fucking what's his name? Is that what's fucking Emilio Estevez's dad, and then what's and Sean? What's their dad? Michael fucking. I don't remember his name. But you know what I'm talking about. He's married to fucking.
I can
what's
see
her
his
name?
face. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, Douglas.
Yeah.
Michael Douglas. He's in a lot of them too.
Yeah. Yeah, westerns were a big thing back in the day.
Check the back chat.
They were easy. They were easy to, produce and shit. Especially, when you're just in a little dirt town. What's there to fucking,
Yeah, that's pretty there.
Yeah, but back then they didn't even have TV. They didn't even have radio. Like, what did these people do all day and all night? Like, what?
That's why they had brothels. Hello.
Yeah, but what about when they weren't in the brothels? I don't know. They had some boring ass lives.
They played cards.
Checkers. They played checkers a lot. And just did weird shit. They're hoedowns.
They were having hoedowns.
Dude, and Gunsmoke. I fucking loved it watching them fucking when they were doing their little hoedowns and they were calling them out like Festus in the dock. Oh my God, it was so funny. Robert Fuller. That's from Laramie. That's one of the guys. Yeah, the guy from Emergency. Yeah, but he was also from Laramie. And he was in Wagon Train too. I like him. You don't see him in too many though. What was the other guy's name in fucking Laramie? I know his name and I can't remember it. The blonde one. The one that played Stretch. He's not in too many either.
What'd we do? Lose Maria?
Yeah, she said her stomach's hurting.
Oh, I didn't hear.
She said look in the back chat and that's what it said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ow. Dirty Harry was good too. You know what other one Clint Eastwood was good in? What was it called? Fucking El Camino? Is that what it was called?
No.
El Ranchero or something.
What was that car? The Clint Eastwood movie that he did with the car?
El something.
Damn it.
Wasn't it El Camino or something? Or El something?
I can't.
It was really good though.
Yeah, I liked that show. It was sad.
Yeah, but it was good.
Gran Torino.
There you go. So it wasn't El, it was Gran. Same thing.
Yeah, Gran Torino.
That's a badass car though. It really was. Yeah, he was really good in that one. He's good in Rawhide. I didn't know he's funny. And he sings. I didn't know Clint Eastwood sings. He sings in this show a lot. I was like, huh. Interesting. Not that he's good at it. But he does it. The Good, the Bad, the Ugly was good too.
My favorite ones of Clint Eastwood was Left Turn, Clyde.
Driving Miss Daisy or something. What was it?
It was oh shit. What was the name of that one? Any which way you can, and any which way but loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My fucking roommate in Sac let me shoot his fucking Dirty Harry gun. It was brand new right out of the box. Let me tell you. Both hands. And I could barely pull the trigger. I would be dead before I could even hurt anybody with this gun. Because number one, as soon as I shot it, it was straight up in the air.
Hope you can pistol whip somebody.
For real, dude, because dude, I couldn't pull it. And when I finally got the trigger pulled, if my friend hadn't been standing behind me holding me up, I don't know how far I would have fell. Because that shit
grabbing the barrel. Don't make me hit you.
Dude, for real, dude. I swear, because I was like, they're gonna get shot again because there's no way I'm firing this
like
bitch
it's a hammer.
Dude, I was like, man, I can't pull the trigger. Somebody's gonna have to help me. I had to use 2 fingers on each hand to pull the fucking trigger. It was crazy. And then that motherfucker damn near knocked me off my feet. If somebody hadn't been standing behind me holding me up, it would have knocked me off my feet. That gun had some kick. Like motherfuck. But that was the only way he could get me off the Harley. The Harley was in the living room, chained to the wall, and I was on it with it started in the living room.
Shit.
I was singing, and we were going places, man. Marilyn Manson was there, and he was dropping the ball, and I was high on ecstasy. Did I mention that part? I didn't mention that part? Yeah, there's that part. For the first time ever in my life.
Oh, John Smith is the blonde guy from
Yes,
Laramie?
Yes, I like him. I like
Uh-oh.
both of them.
Who's pissed off?
Who?
I don't know. Dom just said chat. Oh, boy, someone is pissed off.
Well, who is it?
It's not us.
I like Bones too, Roger. I like that show. And you watch him, and I like Rosalie and Isles.
Yeah.
I like that one too.
Rizzoli and Isles.
Yeah. And did you ever watch the show Leverage? That one was good too. And Burn Notice was good. Person of Interest was good. I would binge watch these on the weekends when I still watch TV. There's this one channel, and it hardly ever came in. It only came in on the weekends. I don't know why. And the show would be on, like, they would literally have it on, like, all day. It would be, like, marathons of these shows.
Yeah, Orange is the New Black.
I never watched that
chat.
one.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I'll go look.
In what chat? In my chat? Who's mad in my chat?
In the
Oh.
wait, I think I'm looking at our own thing here.
Dude, I'm not the one that said your husband's the one that said you had GPS. What is wrong with you? Are you okay?
I don't know.
Are you brain dead? Your husband said you did. Matter of fact, the other day in the chat, he said you did too. He said all of his
it's like saying your husband's the one that told us all that and keep saying it.
All the cars have it.
Why do you keep proving it to us when it's your hubby you need to fucking set straight?
Your husband said you have GPS. He says there's GPS on every one of his vehicles. He said that in the chat in the asylum. Yes, he did.
What a fucking idiot. I can't with these dumbasses. I can't.
And what does your stereo have to do with GPS?
Nothing.
You do realize that's not where GPS is located, right? That's where your stereo goes.
I'm surprised they didn't show a picture of the tire stem.
My God. Yeah, all the cars, he said. He said all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were on the call with you when you got home that day, and he told you
that's what I'm saying. Fucking stupid.
And he knew where you had been. And you said, I know. I was on the phone with him. Remember that? Because like I said, you can't leave the house without being on a call or on a live stream. Or your husband thinks you're fucking someone. Probably because you got 5 kids that aren't his. Just saying. I don't think he fell for the science thing either.
He don't trust you to go anywhere.
I don't think he believes science is their father either. I don't think so. Unless they're test tube babies, I don't think that's true. Just saying. Oh, and where's your other kid? You said you had 5. Where's the other one? Did you lose one? Did you know you got one missing? Are you aware of that? Did you call somebody to like? They're not good. I don't know. I don't think they're good. They're soggy. I know they're soggy. They're not crispy. Cause I don't know. Yeah. She said she had 5. Well, we've never heard. Where's the other one? Did that one go back to the father after you were convicted for trying to take him out with the undercover guy? Remember? Is that why? Did the father get him back? Why haven't you addressed that yet? Should I play that so you guys can know what I'm talking about? Should we listen?
Yeah, just ignore that, Spitfire. Don't let it get to you, because that's what they want it to do. You just got to ignore it.
This comprehensive analysis confirms a severe and complex risk profile for both J.E. McKenzie Jr., Jim, and E.W. McKenzie, EWM, encompassing high-level federal financial fraud and intent to commit capital violence. Jim, age 58, born Boston, Massachusetts, is positively identified as E.J. McKenzie Jr., a federal felon. McKenzie Jr. was convicted in Massachusetts Federal Court of RICO conspiracy, mail fraud, wire fraud, and money laundering related to a decade-long scheme to loot a Beacon Hill church. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison and ordered to pay $754,569 in restitution. Judicial findings explicitly label him a, quote, career criminal whose conduct continued even after his detention, including leveraging his own children to facilitate criminal acts. EWM, born Baker, Oregon, is strongly linked to E.A. Munsell, the subject of a grave felony charge in Baker County, Oregon, for solicitation to commit murder for hire, in December 1994. The charge stems from an undercover sting operation, where Munsell allegedly attempted to contract the killing of her ex-boyfriend. The partnership exhibits a unique convergence of risks. GEM presents financial fraud and racketeering, while EWM demonstrates extreme potential for premeditated, lethal violence. Specific records within the current Oregon jurisdiction, Portland, Milwaukee, require subscription access for full details, presenting a necessary information gap regarding shared civil liabilities. Section 1. Mandate methodology and jurisdictional constraints. 1.1. Query context and scope of legal inquiry, criminal and civil. The mandate of this report is to retrieve all publicly available criminal and civil court records pertaining to J.E. McKenzie Jr., age 58, and E.W. McKenzie, focusing specifically on their respective birth jurisdictions, Massachusetts, Boston, and Oregon, Baker, Oregon, as well as federal courts. This update also incorporates searches for public records within the current Oregon residency area, Portland, Multnomah County, and Milwaukee, Clackamas County. The analysis required critical identity resolution due to multiple known aliases, E.J. McKenzie Jr. and E.A. Munsell, associated with the subjects. The retrieval process reveals a high volume of documented, high-risk criminality for both individuals. 1.2. Data source limitations and access requirements. Full due diligence requires paid access to proprietary court databases across federal and state jurisdictions. Federal access, PACER. Access to the detailed dockets, filings, and judgments for GEM's federal case, District of Massachusetts, and any associated civil litigation must be obtained through the Public Access to Court Electronic Records, PACER system. PACER is mandatory for searching the nationwide index of federal records using the PACER case locator. Although registration is free, accessing court records themselves incurs fees, and documents such as sentencing memoranda and appellate rulings must be purchased to complete the record of GEM's extensive litigation history. Oregon State Access, OJCIN. The Oregon Judicial Department, OJD, offers a free online search for court calendars and basic case information. However, obtaining the official, authoritative register of actions and comprehensive case details for all 36 circuit courts, including Baker County, where EWM's major felony occurred, requires a low-cost, subscription-based service known as OJCIN Online, Oregon Judicial Case Information Network. This paid resource is necessary to search for civil, small claims, domestic, and full criminal records. Without OJCIN Online, the comprehensive record of court activity in Portland and Milwaukee cannot be obtained, and the final disposition of EWM's felony case cannot be definitively determined via public indices. Massachusetts State Access. To obtain the official public record, including hard copies of documents from the Massachusetts trial court, where GEM's non-federal historical criminal or civil cases would be filed, likely in Suffolk County, state rules often necessitate an in-person visit to the clerk, register, or recorder's office where the case was originally filed. Section 2, Criminal and Civil Records. J.E. McKenzie, Boston, Massachusetts. 2.1. Identity verification and corroboration of aliases. The individual identified in the query as J.E. McKenzie, age 58, born Boston, is definitively confirmed through federal court records as E.J. McKenzie Jr., who was 34 at the time of his federal sentencing. He is widely known by the moniker Eddie Mac. 2.2. Historical criminality, pre-federal charge. McKenzie Jr.'s background is rooted in Boston organized crime. Court records note his history includes physical violence capabilities, evidenced by his documented past as a kickboxing and Golden Gloves champion. 2.3. Operational methods and intimidation. An essential factor in understanding McKenzie Jr.'s operational methods is his ability to transition and weaponize his violent reputation in white-collar schemes. The indictment related to the church fraud specifically alleges that he intimidated and threatened employees and contractors. This detail illustrates a shift from a reliance on brute force in street crime to a sophisticated use of psychological leverage and historical reputation to maintain control over a legitimate institution and facilitate complex racketeering. Table 2.1. Identity and aliases. J.E. McKenzie / E.J. McKenzie Jr. Name and query. J.E. McKenzie. Confirmed identity. E.J. McKenzie Jr. Known alias. Eddie Mac. Birth location. Boston, Massachusetts. Age. 58. At query. Jem, age 58, born Boston, Massachusetts, is positively identified as E.J. McKenzie, a federal felon. McKenzie was convicted in Massachusetts Federal Court of RICO conspiracy, mail fraud, wire fraud, and money laundering, related to a decade-long scheme to loot a Beacon Hill church. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison and ordered to pay $754,569 in restitution. Judicial findings explicitly label him a, quote, career criminal, whose conduct continued even after his detention, including leveraging his own children to facilitate criminal acts. EWM, age 56, born Baker, Oregon, is strongly linked to E.W. Munsell. She was convicted in Baker County, Oregon, for solicitation to commit murder for hire, and criminal conspiracy, following an undercover sting operation in December 1984, where she attempted to contract the killing of her ex-boyfriend, the father of her son. She was sentenced to 7 years in state prison. Risk convergence. The partnership exhibits a unique convergence of risks. Jem presents financial fraud and racketeering, leveraging a reputation for violence, while EWM demonstrates a proven history of premeditated, lethal violence. Information gaps. Public searches for current restraining/protection orders, personal bankruptcy, or house foreclosure records concerning either individual in the current Oregon jurisdiction, Portland/Milwaukee, did not yield results and require subscription access to state, OJCIN, and federal PACER, proprietary databases for full civil and financial record completion. Section 1. Mandate, methodology, and jurisdictional constraints. 1.1. Query context and scope of legal inquiry, criminal and civil. The mandate of this report is to retrieve all publicly available criminal and civil court records. The analysis required critical identity resolution due to multiple known aliases, E.J. McKenzie and E.W. Munsell, associated with the subjects. The retrieval process reveals a high volume of documented high-risk criminality for both individuals. 1.2. Data source limitations and access requirements. Full due diligence requires paid access to proprietary court databases across federal and state jurisdictions to obtain a complete record, especially regarding shared civil liabilities. Federal access, PACER. Access to the detailed dockets, filings, and judgments for Jem's federal case, District of Massachusetts, and any associated civil litigation must be purchased through the Public Access to Court Electronic Records, PACER, system. To complete the record of Jem's extensive litigation history, Oregon State Access, OJCIN. The official authoritative register of actions and comprehensive case details for all 36 circuit courts, including the full civil and domestic records in the Portland and Milwaukee residency areas, requires a subscription-based service known as OJCIN Online, Oregon Judicial Case Information Network. Without this paid resource, a comprehensive record of court activity in Portland and Milwaukee cannot be obtained.
That's not true.
Massachusetts Estate Access. To obtain the official public record, including hard copies of documents from the Massachusetts trial court, where Jim's non-federal historical criminal or civil cases would be filed, likely in Suffolk County. State rules often necessitate an in-person visit to the clerk, register, or recorder's office. Section 2. Criminal and Civil Records, J.E. Mackenzie, Jr., Boston, Massachusetts, 2.1. Identity verification and corroboration of aliases. The individual identified in the query as J.E. Mackenzie, Jr., age 58, born Boston, is definitively confirmed through federal court records as E.J. Mackenzie, 34 at the time of his federal sentencing. He is widely known by the moniker Eddie Mac. Table 2.1. Identity and aliases, J.E. Mackenzie, Jr. / E.J. Mackenzie. Name and query, J.E. Mackenzie, Jr. Confirmed identity, E.J. Mackenzie. Known alias, Eddie Mac. Birth location, Boston, Massachusetts. Age, 58, at query. 2.2. Historical and federal criminality. Mackenzie's background is rooted in Boston organized crime. Criminal history. He is a self-professed enforcer for a major Boston organized crime family and admitted in 1989 to a lengthy criminal history, including burglary, robbery, armed assault, and narcotics trafficking. Court records note his history includes physical violence capabilities, evidenced by his documented past as a kickboxing and Golden Gloves champion. Federal conviction. He was convicted of a decade-long scheme to loot the assets of the Boston Society of the New Jerusalem, Church on the Hill. The conviction included RICO conspiracy, mail fraud, wire fraud, and money laundering. Sentence and restitution. He was sentenced to 12 years in federal prison and ordered to pay $754,569 in restitution. Judicial findings. The sentencing judge explicitly imposed a sentence 2 years above the guideline range, citing that Mackenzie, quote, preyed on the vulnerable, and, quote, literally led a life of crime, using his own children to facilitate criminal acts. 2.3. Operational methods and intimidation. An essential factor in understanding Mackenzie's operational methods is his ability to transition and weaponize his violent reputation in white-collar schemes. The indictment related to the church fraud specifically alleges that he intimidated and threatened.
Oh shit, I hit a button. God damn it.
Bring your brand to life.
No, I don't want to watch that. Stop it. Go back. Go back.
Records. The analysis required critical identity resolution due to multiple known aliases, E.J. Mackenzie and E.W. Lunsell, associated with the subjects. The retrieval process reveals a high volume of documented high-risk criminality for both individuals. 1.2. Data source limitations and access requirements. Full due diligence requires paid access to proprietary court databases across federal and state jurisdictions to obtain a complete record, especially regarding shared civil liabilities. Federal access, PACER. Access to the detailed dockets, filings, and judgments for JEM's federal case, District of Massachusetts, and any associated civil litigation must be purchased through the Public Access to Court Electronic Records, PACER system. To complete the record of JEM's extensive litigation history, Oregon State Access, OJCIN. The official authoritative register of actions and comprehensive case details for all 36 circuit courts, including the full civil and domestic records in the Portland and Milwaukee residency areas, requires a subscription-based service known as OJCIN Online, Oregon Judicial Case Information Network. Without this paid resource, a comprehensive record of court activity in Portland and Milwaukee cannot be obtained. Massachusetts Estate Access. To obtain the official public record, including hard copies of documents from the Massachusetts trial court, where JEM's non-federal historical criminal or civil cases would be filed, likely in Suffolk County. State rules often necessitate an in-person visit to the clerk, register, or recorder's office. Section 2. Criminal and Civil Records, J.E. Mackenzie, Jr., Boston, Massachusetts, 2.1. Identity verification and corroboration of aliases. The individual identified in the query as J.E. Mackenzie, Jr., age 58,
God damn it.
is definitively confirmed through federal court records as E.J. Mackenzie, 34 at the time of his federal sentencing. He is widely known by the moniker Eddie Mac. Table 2.1. Identity and aliases, J.E. Mackenzie, Jr., E.J. McKenzie. Name and query. J.E. McKenzie, Jr. Confirmed identity. E.J. McKenzie. Known alias. Eddie Mack. Birth location. Boston, Massachusetts. Age. 58. Query.
God damn it.
2.2. Historical and federal criminality.
I hit a button and so it fucking...
Boston organized crime.
Hold on.
History. He is a self-professed...
Why are you repeating?
...major Boston organized crime family and admitted in 1989 to a link sense of the Boston Society of the New Jerusalem, Church on the Hill. The conviction included RICO conspiracy, mail fraud, wire fraud, and money laundering. Sentence and restitution. He was sentenced to 12 years in federal prison and ordered to pay $754,569 in restitution. Judicial findings. The sentencing judge explicitly imposed a sentence 2 years above the guideline range, citing that McKenzie, quote, preyed on the vulnerable, and, quote, literally led a life of crime, using his own children to facilitate criminal acts. 2.3. Operational methods and intimidation. An essential factor in understanding McKenzie's operational methods is his ability to transition and weaponize his violent reputation in white-collar schemes. The indictment related to the church fraud specifically alleges that he intimidated and threatened employees and contractors by providing them with court and criminal arrest records, which detailed his history of violence. This illustrates a sophisticated use of psychological leverage and historical reputation to maintain control over a legitimate institution and facilitate complex racketeering. Section 3. Criminal and Civil Records. E.W. McKenzie, Baker, Oregon. 3.1. Identity verification and corroboration of aliases. E.W.M. age 56 is strongly linked to E.W. Munsell, the subject of a grave felony charge in Baker County, Oregon. The available details confirm her direct involvement in the most severe criminal act documented. Table 3.1. Identity and aliases. E.W. McKenzie, E.W. Munsell. Name and query. E.W. McKenzie, confirmed link. E.W. Munsell. Birth location, Baker, Oregon. 3.2. Criminality and lethal violence. Charges and conviction. E.W.M. as E.W. Munsell was arrested in December 1984 and subsequently convicted of solicitation to commit murder and criminal conspiracy in Baker County, Oregon. Incident details. The crime involved an undercover sting operation where Munsell attempted to contract the killing of her ex-boyfriend, who was the father of her son. She offered an undercover police officer a down payment of $80 and promised $1,000 from her income tax refund for the hit. Sentence. She pleaded guilty and was sentenced to a total of 7 years in state prison. 3.3. Protection orders and domestic history. Restraining order. Prior to her arrest, E.W.M. had secured, and then dismissed, a restraining order against her ex-boyfriend, alleging he had pointed a gun at her. Parental/domestic details. The victim of the murder for hire plot is her ex-boyfriend and the father of her son. A judge denied her request to end his parental time with the son in the month before her arrest. Section 4. Financial and Civil Summary. GEM and E.W.M. 4.1. Bankruptcy, foreclosure, and protection orders. Based on public search results, there is no public record available regarding active restraining orders for J.E. McKenzie, Jr. or E.W. McKenzie, E.W. Munsell. GEM, E.J. McKenzie. Restitution. He is currently ordered to pay $754,569 in restitution as part of his federal conviction. Financial records. Full federal financial litigation, bankruptcy, or foreclosure history would require paid PACER access. E.W.M. E.W. Munsell. Financial records. She offered an income tax refund as payment for a murder for hire plot. Full state civil records, including bankruptcy, foreclosure, or outstanding civil judgments in the Portland/Milwaukee area, would require paid OJCIN online access. Record search for J.E. McKenzie and E.W. McKenzie. Court cases, public court indices for Clackamas County, Milwaukee, and Multnomah County, Portland, do not currently show any specific open or closed criminal or civil cases for individuals named J.E. McKenzie or E.W. McKenzie. It is important to note that a full, comprehensive search is restricted by the jurisdiction's public access policy. The 5-hour standoff inquiry. Regarding the specific inquiry about a 5-hour standoff in the early to mid-2000s in Milwaukee, Oregon, No public records or police reports link J.E. McKenzie, or the alias E.J. McKenzie Jr., to such an event in the Milwaukee, Oregon, or Clackamas County area during that specific time frame, or any other time referenced in the available records. Limitations of public record search in Oregon. The ability to search for specific court filings in Clackamas County, which includes Milwaukee, is significantly limited for the public. Free court search. The Oregon Judicial Department offers a free online search for basic case information and court calendars. Searches using these free indices for J.E. McKenzie and E.W. McKenzie did not yield specific matching case numbers in Clackamas or Multnomah County. Comprehensive Records, OJCIN. To access the definitive, comprehensive register of actions and full judgment records for all 36 Oregon Circuit Courts, including Portland and Milwaukee areas, a paid, low-cost subscription service called OJCIN Online is required. Without this subscription, it is impossible to definitively confirm the absence or existence of lesser, local civil suits such as property disputes or collections, or certain criminal charges that may not appear in basic public searches. Standoff event records. There are no public records confirming a 5-hour standoff involving J.E. McKenzie in Milwaukee, Oregon, during the early to mid-2000s. Full confirmation of local records, including the potential existence of any lesser civil or criminal cases for either individual, requires professional access via the OJCIN online subscription service.
And this was his response. So apparently they're on witness protection. So don't fuck with witness protection. I'm just saying. I feel like it's a little like fucking piece of shit. You need to return your fucking lives to DJ Star. I'm restraining order and I will strike your wife's channel.
So yeah, they've got some criminal shit going on. And they're trying to ignore it and act like they don't. But they do. Just saying. Where's the other one at? It's this one.
Okay, so today we're diving deep, literally into America's underground, looking at the sources you send over, trying to figure out, where the real hardened military sites end, and the wild.
Yeah, this is the military one.
These begins.
Right, deep underground military base.
Okay, so today.
You guys want to hear about military bases? You guys want to hear about military bases? And the underground ones and the fucking little story behind them? There's a whole story behind them. I'm trying to fucking get this fucking hanger so I can fucking... My bong is so plugged, it's not even funny. I'm not getting nothing through that. It's just not, it's not going to happen. So I got to fucking find something that I can stick in there and fucking, without breaking it, and fix it. Come on, you motherfucker. Come on. Break, you son of a bitch. Oh my God. Fucking hangers made from fucking hell. It will not break. Fucking crazy. Oh my God. I'm being attacked by a hanger.
I've been sitting here talking this whole fucking time.
Oh, you're muted.
I'm not now.
No, not now, because you were. All right.
But yeah, I was like, I heard that something about a whole fucking fleet of spaceships fucking coming in behind asteroids and shit. I'm like, what? Shut up.
No, I got like, oh, the shit I got is like actually about like hidden bases and shit underground that our government has.
No, but I was reading what Shaw Woman put in the chat. That's what I was talking about.
Oh.
She said, what's up with this cluster of alleged UFOs heading towards something?
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Yeah, I was like, I heard something about that. I was like, get out of here. They are such a smarter and more intelligent being than any of us. You think they'd fucking dick around with any of us? No. I wouldn't.
Yeah, no. I just ate them a little bit ago. I don't want them. I don't know why you're so worried about them.
Right? They got cryptids caged up somewhere. It's probably out there at Dugway. Gibby said maybe. He said maybe.
Could be.
He can't tell me or he'd have to kill me after.
Sure, they're out there then. God damn it. I cannot get this fucking shit out of here. God damn this fucking shit. This is so plugged. It's not even funny. Like, this is stupid. Like, really stupid.
From Area 51 to Area 52, yep.
Okay, we've got it coming. We got her coming. She's coming. What happened was, see, I stuck this fucking plastic thing in there to fucking try to poke it, and it broke in there. So I had to get it out. Only it was inside of this fucking stem.
Good night, Roger. Yeah, there's several mountains out there, and they think that they're like hollowed out bunkers or whatever, and they've got shit in there.
I got some stuff
yeah, it's in a mountain.
Hold on. I got some stuff on Skinwalker Ranch and fucking Bottle Hollow and underground shit and fucking oh my god, cryptids and Bigfoot.
Excuse you.
You guys want to hear a Bigfoot overview?
Sure, let's hear that.
Welcome to the deep dive.
Quit pushing buttons. Hi, Thomas.
Politics behind some of this.
How are you?
That's right. And our goal here is to kind of understand how California's landscape itself, the sheer variety from massive redwood forests, deep lakes, even deserts, how that creates this, perfect stage for these creatures.
Creatures whose existence is suggested by stories, anecdotes.
By science.
God damn. Wait, it started over. No, go back.
Today we're shifting focus a bit
Son of a
from
bitch.
Okay, welcome to the deep dive. So today,
Same here, Thomas. Same here.
California, looking at its geography, the folklore, and maybe surprisingly,
I don't know if I got it out. I don't want to smoke it if I didn't.
Our goal here is to kind of understand how California's landscape itself, the sheer variety from massive redwood forests, deep lakes, even deserts, how that creates this, perfect stage for these creatures.
Creatures whose existence is suggested by stories, anecdotes.
Not confirmed by science, not rigorously anyway.
And it's fascinating how the myths line up geographically. You go north, deep forests. See the lake.
Central Coast has its own thing, the Dark Watchers.
Yeah.
Right, and then down south, the deserts.
Yeah.
The command pops up.
So let's tackle the big one first. Sasquatch, Bigfoot.
Yeah.
The modern story really gets cemented up in Northern California,
It
Lafayette
does.
area specifically. The actual name Bigfoot that entered the public vocabulary in
Came from California.
Yeah, 1958. It came from a journalist publishing this letter, right? About huge footprints loggers found, really weird, non-human looking prints.
Exactly. But here's the kicker, the sort of foundational problem.
Oh yeah, the big reveal.
Right. It came out much later, in 2002, when Ray Wallace passed away. His family basically said, yeah, Dad.
amateur hoaxer using these like crudely carved wooden feet.
Started in 1958, the exact same year the name Bigfoot blew up because of those footprints near where he operated.
So the whole modern start is, well, it's a prank.
It seems entirely fraudulent, yeah. But that fraud exists right alongside maybe the single most compelling or at least contested piece of evidence.
The Patterson Gimlin film.
Which, by the way, I could be related to these people.
Only 9 years later in 1967.
Okay, so that's the paradox. You've got known
That
hoaxes
is the paradox.
right there.
Definitely. Skeptics latch onto that, understandably.
But then proponents point to like actual academic studies of the film biomechanics.
Exactly. The analysis.
Did they have biomechanics back then?
From the local hoaxing history, they focus on the movement.
Right. Talk about this really unique fluid rolling gait.
Crucially, what they call a minimal vertical type gait. Basically, the figure isn't bouncing up and down much.
Which is apparently.
Does it have to bounce? How do they know they don't? Or they do?
That's the argument, yeah. It's why it persists, despite the Wallace confession. Okay, so let's shift gears
Night, Jeff.
to something spectral.
The Dark Watchers. Los Vigilantes Oscuros down on the Central Coast. Santa Lucia Mountains.
These are different, tall, featureless, dark silhouettes.
See, these are the things we're going to go look for when we get our RV.
Usually high up on ridges, seen mostly at dawn or twilight. And the key thing is,
I'm gonna lock you outside. I'm gonna lock you outside of it and ring the dinner bell.
We're not going at dawn or twilight. Okay, we're not going dawn or twilight. We've decided.
the leading scientific idea is the Brocken specter.
The Brocken specter.
It happens when the sun is directly behind you and your own shadow gets cast onto mist or fog banks below. It can look hugely magnified and kind of eerie.
And that fits the timing, right?
Yeah.
Dawn and twilight when the sun is low and kind of get that fog in the mountains.
Precisely. The conditions are just right for it.
So if the environment explains the old myths, what about like modern digital myths?
That brings us briefly to the Fresno Nightcrawler.
Yes.
A very 21st century.
I call hoax on this whole thing.
Exactly.
Just saying.
It looks like a pair of long legs walking
YouTube's made me damn afraid of the damn forest.
digital manipulation, elaborate hoaxes, most likely. Something born from cameras, not necessarily folklore.
Okay, so from folklore to film to digital tricks.
Yeah.
What happens when these things hit like full policy?
That's maybe the most fascinating recent turn. In 2025, believe it or not, Assembly Bill 666 was introduced in California.
AB 666.
Seriously. And its stated intent was to designate Bigfoot as the official state cryptid.
Yes.
So why would the state legislature even consider making a
Well, I mean, Ireland's state animal is a unicorn, so why can't ours be a Bigfoot? I mean, country, whatever. Their official country animal is a fucking unicorn.
You can see it that way. It's the state acknowledging that Bigfoot, real or not, is a recognized part of the California story, the brand even.
It definitely highlights attention, doesn't it? How Californians approach the unknown.
Absolutely. Think about the contrast. The search for
Stay out of the cornfields. That's where those kids are.
People want footprints, hair samples, a body, that perfect film.
You can buy the fucking hair and you can buy fucking all kinds of shit online. I don't think it's real.
Totally different category. It's not about finding physical evidence. It's pure faith-based mythology. This idea of advanced survivors from a lost continent living inside the mountain.
Yeah, a whole hidden city.
In Shasta.
Just belief.
In that divergence, that's maybe the final thought to leave you with. You have this almost scientific quest for Bigfoot in the woods, and then this purely mystical belief in Lemurians under a mountain.
Both seem to tap into that same
Lemurians, that's what they're called.
Mystery. Yeah, or just the feeling that the wild parts of California, whether forests or mountains, still hold secrets. The frontiers are fully tamed, two very different ways of keeping that feeling alive.
That's crazy. If you could think something really lives inside of fucking Shasta.
I don't know. God, the way things are anymore and some of the shit I've seen, fuck, who knows?
Defining the cryptid landscape, taxonomy, and geographic divisions. The study of California cryptids offers a profound intersection of folklore, geography, and cultural identity. A cryptid is formally defined within the pseudoscience of cryptozoology as a biological entity whose existence is suggested by folklore and anecdotal accounts, but which remains unconfirmed through rigorous scientific inquiry. California, with its extreme ecological diversity, ranging from red forests to arid deserts and alpine lakes, provides a unique stage for the manifestation of these myths. The distribution of these legendary creatures is heavily dependent upon the specific geographical constraints of the state. Northern and coastal forests. This region is dominated by Bigfoot, the state's most famous hominoid, and the Trinity Alps giant salamander, Sierra Nevada and Central Valley. Aquatic mysteries thrive here, specifically Tahoe Tessie and Lake Tahoe, and the uniquely documented Fresno nightcrawler in the Central Valley and Yosemite National Park. Central Coast. This region is home to the spectral dark watchers, primarily observed in the Santa Lucia Mountains. Southern and desert regions' arid environments host their own bipedal giants, including the Yucca Man in the Mojave Desert and the Borrego Sandman, while the Chupacabra is reported statewide across various ecological zones. B. California as a crucible for modern mythology. The historical trajectory of California's cryptid legends demonstrates a fundamental shift from ancient reverence to modern sensationalism. Many sightings date back hundreds of years, originating in pre-contact indigenous stories. However, the current iteration
in Ellensburg, Washington, that smells whole.
20th century by American media. A prime example is the popularization of the term Bigfoot, which entered the public lexicon in 1958 when a journalist, Andrew Genzoli, published a letter regarding humongous, unman-like footprints found by loggers in Northern California. This shift highlights how media coverage and cultural interest.
Yeah, if I find super large footprints out in the middle of somewhere like where I'm logging, I'm leaving. I sure as fucking gonna be waiting around for it to come back.
I'm asshole. I just think somebody tried to dig their way to China and got tired.
Maybe.
Monster theory and the psychology of
Or they were trying to get to the center to see if it was a Tootsie Roll.
Analytical frameworks. Monster theory posits that legendary creatures reflect societal anxieties and cultural narratives. The California wild man, for instance, reflects humanity's deep-seated tension with nature, both the desire to master the wilderness and the fear of being consumed by it. Furthermore, the longevity of these sightings is sustained by psychological and cognitive factors. The lack of conclusive evidence often forces researchers and skeptics to examine the role of misidentification, collective delusion, mass hysteria, and the cognitive pattern of pareidolia, seeing patterns in randomness, in generating and sustaining cryptid accounts. The study of cryptids
we're in some serious, yeah, it's something.
Yeah.
Perception when faced with the unknown. Part 2, the Sasquatch Nexus. Bigfoot in Northern California. The quintessential California cryptid. A. Historical genesis and indigenous precursors. Bigfoot, or Sasquatch, is the preeminent cryptid of North America, particularly associated with the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest and Northern California.
The redwoods.
Legends of wild, hair-covered humanoid creatures are global and span human history, existing in indigenous cultures throughout the world. The history of the creature in North America dates back hundreds of years, predating the modern concept of Bigfoot. Specifically, traditions in the Pacific Northwest mention a giant hair-covered ogre
I stay sound like a biblical whore.
who steals children and food.
You want to come up? I'll put the link in here if you want to come up.
For the Sasquatch legend. Crucially, many indigenous cultures held a complex view of these beings. While some tales involve cautionary figures, others depict them not as monsters, but as spiritual entities, such as the Coast Salishes Saskets, a wild man, or the Lakota Sioux's Chietanka, a great elder brother. These figures embody the spirit of the untamed wilderness and are regarded with deep respect, serving as powerful reminders of the mysteries in the natural world. The cultural transition from these indigenous spiritual figures to the modern American.
Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, by the way, people.
Secularized the hairy
Okie dokie.
it from an ecological and
well, it's supposed to be Christopher Columbus Day, but he's a fraud and a fake and a liar. So it's Indigenous Peoples Day.
There you go.
Colonial anxieties regarding the final taming of the wilderness frontier. B. The Bluff Creek Catalyst, Media Hype, and the Hoax Foundation. The modern phenomenon of Bigfoot was cemented in California. The name Bigfoot was coined in 1958 after oversized footprints were found near Bluff Creek, Northern California, at a construction site managed by Ray Wallace. The prints suggested a creature between 8 and 10 feet tall, with with footprints.
That was one of our basketball players. Played for the Kings. It was one of the fucking Harlem Globetrotters got loose.
Who was shacked up there wandering around the
I lived
tree?
across the street from a retired Globetrotter, believe it or not. He lived across the street from us. His wife was blind. It was funny as fuck. She'd get outside and get lost. It was so funny. Her kids used to fuck with her. He blew out his knees, so he couldn't play no more.
And validated the possibility of a large, unknown hominid. This successful hoax provided the essential cultural prerequisite for
that was just my mom out camping. What do you mean?
1967 film, demonstrating how initial evidence can prime public acceptance for subsequent.
Yeah, they did. And then turned around and killed him to thank him.
C. The Patterson-Gimlin film.
And every year for Thanksgiving, we celebrate that. Isn't that great?
A detailed evidentiary review. The most celebrated and scrutinized piece of Bigfoot evidence remains the Patterson-Gimlin film, or PGF, shot in Bluff Creek in October 1967 by Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin. The short sequence depicts a walking, hair-covered figure, often nicknamed the supportive claim represents a female Sasquatch. Critical analysis of film integrity. Academic studies have comprehensively analyzed the physical film medium itself. Research determined that the original PGF was not altered or tampered with for deceptive intent, and that the image quality, while grainy, is sufficient for reliable factual analysis. This finding shifted the focus of the debate away from the integrity of the film as a medium and entirely onto the anatomical and biomechanical.
How did they didn't have anatomical fucking biotech. They didn't have that shit back then.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Cryptozoology and biomechanics.
Like today, yeah, no problem. Back then, no.
Impossible to replicate with the costume technology available in
Exactly.
1957. Analysis shows details such as visible muscle movement beneath the creature's fur and a unique walking pattern.
Yeah.
Biomechanical experts have noted the subject exhibits a fluid, rolling gait and a minimal vertical type gait, which is distinctive from typical human locomotion and suggests a continuous, slightly bent knee posture. The hoaxer hypothesis and the paradox of undebunkability. Skeptics maintain that the PGF is a hoax, noting inconsistencies in the witnesses' stories and citing circumstantial evidence of Patterson's involvement in earlier footprint hoaxing in the Yakima vicinity. Despite the advances in modern suit technology, repeated attempts to recreate the creature's gait and proportions convincingly have failed to satisfy all experts. The PGF thus presents a fascinating paradox. Decades of scrutiny utilizing advanced analytical tools have produced no universally accepted scientific debunking of the subject's anatomy and movement. Conversely, the immediate context of the filming, involving witnesses with conflicting accounts.
What witnesses? There was only 2 people there. Wasn't just the 2 that were there that filmed it, right?
Yeah. That's what I thought. Are they talking about the horses they were on too?
Derived from historically suspicious human sources, illustrating the challenge of balancing empirical data against contextual suspicion.
They said it didn't bounce enough. Well, who said that you were supposed to bounce? Like, who said they had to bounce? Who said they even had to bounce? I mean, how do they know that?
Yeah.
I mean, where does it say that anywhere? Like, I don't think it does anywhere.
Well, and since then, people that have said they don't, it's not really that they have a bounce. It's a smooth stride.
Yeah. So you guys have heard of Skinwalker Ranch. Have you heard of the lake next door to the ranch? I mean, it's Bottle Hollow Creek or Bottle Hollow Lake.
I don't think I've heard that.
It's supposed to be just as bad, and it's the adjacent property.
We're shifting focus a bit from the usual headlines in UFO Alley, the Uinta Basin.
Right, most people think Skinwalker Ranch immediately.
Exactly. But we're honing in on something right next door, yet distinct. Bottle Hollow Reservoir.
That's what it's called.
420 acres, man-made.
And that's key.
420 acres, man-made.
Wow.
Documented their unidentified submersible phenomena, USP, and crucially, how it connects like almost perfectly with traditional Ute beliefs.
Mm-hmm. The core thing to grasp, I think, is the paradox. Bottle Hollow isn't ancient. It was built in the early 1970s.
Part of the Central Utah Project, CUPCA, right? Compensation for the Northern Ute tribe.
Precisely. A geopolitical act, engineering on a massive scale. Yet somehow it seems to have become this energetic hotspot.
So the timeline is stark. You build this reservoir, concentrating water on land that the Ute already considered, let's say, spiritually significant or even hazardous.
Yeah, hazardous is a good word for it.
And they made it.
And this
Yeah.
engineering, changing the land's spiritual.
They made it for a reservation.
It seems to have created
It's part of a
this amplified
reservation.
flashpoint. The construction came before the main wave of these documented incidents.
But did it create it? Or just, provide an access point, a focus? The Ute sources suggest the potential is always there, tied to the land itself.
Okay, yeah, that's a fair question. What we do see in the sources is this place becoming a nexus for transmedium objects.
Things that can operate in air and water seamlessly.
Right, and we have some concrete examples. Like in 1998, there's this report from a law enforcement official.
Yeah, another one.
They saw a large light just plunge into the reservoir. No splash, apparently. And then
it came back out, rose out of the water, and just flew off, demonstrating it was perfectly fine after being submerged.
which sets up the 2002 incident, maybe the most detailed one we have.
I'd say so. 4 witnesses this time. They see a blue-white ball go into the water near the shore. But this time, when it comes back out, it's changed. It's described as a shimmering, maneuverable, belt-shaped shaft of light.
What?
Very specific.
What?
Transformation.
Shivering, maneuverable, belt-shaped slit of light.
Directly towards Skinwalker Ridge.
Directly towards the ridge. So you have a clear operational link here. Bottle Hollow as the aquatic entry, maybe exit point, feeding right into the terrestrial hotspot next door.
Exactly. It connects the dots in a very physical way.
And this is where, for me, it gets really fascinating when you layer in the Ute traditions. Their worldview about water, it's like a predictive framework for this.
It really is. Certain springs, certain waterways were seen as places of negative power. That's the term used. Home to evil sprites.
Sprites that would rise up out of the water and drag you in, chilling stuff.
And that connects directly to the specific legend of the Palafics, the water babies.
Right. Powerful, dangerous water spirits, luring victims.
And notice the consistency, the critical detail. Both the old lore and the modern sightings of 1998, 2002, they emphasize things rising out of the water.
Consistency is, well, it's hard to ignore. It gives the modern reports a kind of historical resonance,
Definitely. Which brings us to an important clarification we should make.
About the term skinwalker.
Yes. It's so widely used for that whole area. But it's crucial to understand that skinwalker, Yinandushi, is specifically Navajo DNA.
And the Navajo Nation is, 400 miles away? It's not local Ute culture.
Correct. Applying it broadly risks, kind of papering over the specific Ute understanding, which seems much more relevant here.
Especially for Bottle Hollow. The Ute focus on the specific aquatic danger, the Palafics, fits the observed phenomena, the USP, like a glove. It's functionally the right context.
Using the correct cultural lens gives us a sharper picture of what might be happening.
So pulling it all together, Bottle Hollow seems to be this strange intersection point.
Yeah, where modern engineering, geopolitical forces,
reshaping
the land.
Meets this deep, ancient, specific spiritual.
You made a 430-acre fucking reservoir? My God.
Right.
With these modern sightings, potentially advanced
Like,
technology,
what did you destroy to build that is what I want to know.
for centuries.
What kind of impact did that have on the fucking environment around there, or the animals native to there?
Evil sprites rising from the water.
Or maybe some type of native fucking sacred land you fucking disrupted.
Did building the reservoir just open a door?
Maybe.
Or did it somehow activate a mechanism that was fundamentally tied to that place all along?
I wonder if it was like some kind of like sacred ground or sacred, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And when they dug in there and disrupted it, it fucking, this one is fucking 10 minutes long about it. But I don't know.
That's what Jennifer is, my oldest daughter. She's Ute Indian.
Mine's Yaqui. My daughter's Yaqui.
420-acre man-made lake situated within the Ute Indian tribes Uinta and Ouray Reservation represents a critical, often overlooked, epicenter of high strangeness phenomena in the Uinta Basin of northeastern Utah. And frequently centers on the adjacent Skinwalker Ranch. The reservoir itself has garnered specific and detailed reports of unidentified submersible phenomena, USP, and unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, that exhibit transmedium capabilities, the ability to enter and exit water, The phenomena documented at Bottle Hollow are distinguished by a powerful thematic resonance with the ancient cultural landscape. Analysis reveals a direct and compelling alignment between modern observations of objects emerging from the water and deep-rooted Ute traditional beliefs. According to Ute lore, certain concentrated waterways are considered reservoirs of negative power, inhabited by malevolent entities or evil sprites that would rise up out of the water and drag you in.
Yeah, let's go camping, guys. You want to go camping?
This aquatic high strangeness is structurally
Anybody
linked
want to go
to
visit the reservoir?
history.
Sure.
It was engineered and filled by federal mandate in 1970 as a compensatory mitigation feature. The most compelling USP activity, documented in 1998 and 2002, decades after this artificial body of water was established. This timeline suggests that the sudden, deliberate concentration of water on ancestrally significant Ute land,
See? What did I say?
a geopolitical necessity, may have acted as a spiritual catalyst or localized nexus.
That's what I said.
Concentrating the innate negative water power into a zone where transmedium phenomena actively manifest. The subsequent sections of this report proceed from the geopolitical history of the Ute land base to a detailed.
I'll meet you at Ginger's house. Everybody meet at Ginger's house.
Oh, God.
Geospatial and geopolitical context of the Utah Basin. The Uinta and Ouray
We'll call that
reservations
home base
history.
because she's in Utah.
Located in northeastern Utah, approximately 150 miles east of Salt Lake City.
How far are you from this place?
Recognized as a region
Well, I think I'm 6 hours from Skinwalker.
It says it's 150 miles from Salt Lake.
Oh, well, then we're not that far then.
Making it the second largest Indian reservation in the United States.
This place, this Bottle Hollow is.
The United States government is characterized by severe land.
Well, it's closer than Skinwalker.
91%
It's supposed to be right next to Skinwalker.
Yeah, but it's closer to me then, is what I'm saying. It's in between.
Yeah.
Surrounding area fall within this tribally protected and historically
See, tribally protected.
Yep.
And early documentation.
They went in there and fucked some shit up is what they did.
Predate modern UAP investigation, with stories tracing back as far as the 1700s. Documentation became
When did they make this thing?
When Joseph Hicks, a science teacher in the area, began meticulously tracking the unusual
I don't know.
occurrences. The region gained worldwide prominence starting in the mid-1990s with the publicity surrounding Skinwalker Ranch, the 512-acre parcel formerly known as Sherman Ranch. The ranch, located southeast of Ballard, Utah, immediately borders the Ute Indian Reservation. The connection between Bottle Hollow and the ranch is not merely geographical proximity, it is operational. The most explicit linkage occurred during the 2002 UAP event, where a belt of light, having emerged from Bottle Hollow, zipped away at a high rate of speed, hugging the ground before disappearing below the top of Skinwalker Ridge. Bottle Hollow thus functions as a confirmed aquatic and aerial entry/exit point directly adjacent to the terrestrial phenomenon hotspot. 3. Bottle Hollow Reservoir. Construction.
That's why I was laughing over too. Ute. No, it's Ute.
Bottle Hollow Reservoir is an entirely artificial body of water, constructed in the early 1970s. Its existence is rooted in federal efforts to compensate the Ute tribe for historical losses. Specifically, the reservoir was mandated as a mitigation feature under the Central Utah Project to offset economic losses associated with stream fishing. The dam created a 420-acre reservoir intended to provide recreational and economic opportunities. The implication of artificial water concentration, the creation of Bottle Hollow as an artificial lake in 1970, provides a critical chronological marker for understanding the location's high strangeness. The Ute tradition explicitly warns that natural springs and certain waterways are inherently dangerous, holding concentrated spiritual hazards. The historical account of the Ute Pawapits, or water babies, confirms this long-standing fear of malevolent entities tied to water. When the United States government undertook the project to build and fill this large reservoir on tribal land, the action fundamentally altered the spiritual topography. The act of artificially gathering and concentrating a massive volume of water arguably intensified the latent negative power traditionally associated with Ute waterways. The timeline shows that major documented unidentified submersible phenomena, USP events, began years after the reservoir was filled. suggesting that the engineering intervention inadvertently created an amplified spiritual or energetic flashpoint on the landscape. IV, Catalog of Unidentified Phenomena, UAP/Paranormal, at Bottle Hollow. Bottle Hollow Reservoir is a prime location for the documentation of unidentified submersible phenomena, USP, which often involves objects displaying the capability to transition between aquatic and atmospheric environments. Anecdotal and generalized reports. The surrounding area has long been subject to generalized paranormal claims, including flying spotlights, sentient mists, indestructible wolves, Bigfoot sightings, cattle mutilations, and purported multidimensional portals. Specific claims related directly to Bottle Hollow include theories that the lake harbors a, quote, portal in the sky directly above the water. Documented water entry and reemergence incidents. The most compelling evidence of high strangeness at Bottle Hollow involves objects seen entering and exiting the reservoir itself, demonstrating transferring capabilities. 1. The 1998 police officer sighting, aquatic plunge and reemergence. In 1998, a law enforcement official witnessed a highly anomalous event. The officer observed a large light plunge into the reservoir. Crucially, the light subsequently reemerged from the water and flew off into the night sky. This incident provided the first documented instance of USP activity at the location. 2. The 2002 Belt of Light Transformation, Transmedium Metamorphosis. This incident represents the most detailed and frequently cited USP event, offering a direct spatial link to the adjacent Skinwalker Ranch phenomena. Date: one night in 2002. Witnesses:
Date: one night in 2002.
Details: the witnesses observed a blue-white ball that
long ago,
just a few feet from the shore. Within seconds, the object reemerged, having undergone a transformation. It reappeared as a shimmering, movable, skull-shaped shaft of light. Destination and accusation. After its metamorphosis, the light performed a brief, writhing aerial dance before accelerating rapidly, hugging the ground as it departed. The object vanished below the top of Skinwalker Ridge. This specific flight path strongly suggests that the entity utilizes the aquatic environment of Bottle Hollow as a base or entry/exit point, before engaging in aerial maneuvers directed toward the high strangeness zone of the ranch. Local witness accounts. Corey Sarawak. Corey Sarawak, security guard from Fort Duchesne, provides critical first-hand accounts of localized high strangeness. February 12, 2012. Sarawak investigated what he thought were police lights outside his workplace, only to find red and blue flashing lights accompanied by an unimaginable, unseen object described as being approximately 30 to 40 feet across. September 10, 2014. While meeting a journalist at the Bottle Hollow entrance parking lot,
Yeah, that's what they just said.
White light appear in the sky overhead. The accumulation of these reports, particularly
You're looking it up right now, aren't you? Go to Google Assistant and tell them, and they'll tell you all kinds of shit about it.
Strangeness, heavily focused on transmedium activity.
Google Assistant has this new deep research feature where you can go in and they'll give you like a deep dive on something. You only get like 10 of them a month though, and I've already used all mine. But yeah, and that's where I got this from. I got the Skinwalker Ranch, and then I got their overview, and fucking I got a bunch of shit. I recorded all of these. When you do a deep dive, this is how they set it up. This is the overview of it.
That's right. Goal here is to kind of understand how California's landscape itself, you know, the sheer variety from massive redwood forests, deep lakes, even deserts, how that creates this, well, perfect stage for these creatures.
Creatures whose existence is, like, suggested by stories, anecdotes.
But not confirmed by science, not rigorously anyway.
This is Bigfoot. I didn't want Bigfoot. I wanted this one.
The documented claims of Skinwalker Ranch phenomena, 1776 to present. A comprehensive analysis.
1776?
Introduction and foundational context. Skinwalker Ranch, a property spanning approximately 512 acres, or about 207 hectares, situated southeast of Ballard, Utah, has achieved international notoriety as a persistent locus of unidentified aerial phenomena, which are often referred to as UAPs, cryptid sightings, and diverse paranormal activity. The history of documented anomalous occurrences in this region.
It says it's 3 hours and 2 minutes from me.
Providing necessary context for evaluating contemporary claims.
Okay, so your house will be fucking home base.
The Uinta Basin Nexus. The ranch's location is geographically specific, bordering the Uinta and Ouray Indian Reservation. The history of aerial phenomena in its localized region precedes the ranch's designation as a paranormal hotspot. As early as 1776, Franciscan missionary Silvestre Velez de Escalante documented strange fireballs.
Oh shit, there's crazy rain coming our way. Holy fuck.
Precedent for inexplicable luminous activity. More contemporary public interest began in the 1970s when
That's a lot of colors.
unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, were publicized throughout the broader Uinta Basin area. This pattern of historical and regional aerial activity suggests that the specific parcel of land known as Skinwalker Ranch may not be the exclusive source of the phenomena, but rather an intense, localized concentration point within a wider regional zone of anomalous occurrence. The fact that strange lights have been reported consistently across centuries and the wider Uinta Basin region indicates that the aerial component of the mystery is regionally endemic, shifting the research focus from a discrete, isolated ranch to potential geological or electromagnetic conditions affecting the entire area. B. Indigenous lore and the naming controversy. The property acquired its sensational name from the Skinwalker, or Yinablushia, a figure drawn from Navajo tribal folklore, representing a malevolent witch or shaman capable of shapeshifting, often into animal forms. However, the application of this nomenclature is geographically contentious. The ranch is located adjacent to the Ute territory, approximately 400 miles north of the Navajo Nation. Historian Sandra Jones notes that the historical relationship between the Ute and Navajo tribes was often acrimonious, marked by direct conflict and slavery. Furthermore, representatives from the Ute tribal administration confirm that the concept of a skinwalker does not feature in Ute religion, and members of the local Ute tribe rarely discuss the ranch in official capacities. The immediate and widespread adoption of the term Skinwalker Ranch by media and investigators, despite its cultural misalignment, demonstrates a preference for nomenclature that offers a sensational, easily marketable, and identifiable folkloric narrative, often at the expense of anthropological rigor or cultural accuracy. The branding of the location prioritizes its appeal to paranormal enthusiasts. 2. The Sherman family tenure, 1994 to 1996. The foundational claims. The modern narrative of extreme high strangeness at the ranch began during the ownership period of Terry and Gwen Sherman, who purchased the property in 1994 and intended to live a quiet life. The family ultimately sold the ranch within 18 months due to the persistent and frightening events they experienced. Their accounts, shared with a local reporter in June of 1996, formed the basis for the subsequent 2 decades of specialized research. A. Category 1. Cryptid and biological encounters. The Shermans reported intense, recurring encounters with bizarre creatures. The most famous incident involves an encounter Terry Sherman had with an unnaturally large wolf-like creature. The claim specifies that Sherman shot the animal multiple times at point-blank range using a high-powered rifle, yet the creature did not die, and was reported as unscathed, seemingly impervious to bullets. Later reports from NIDS investigators confirmed sightings of large animals with piercing red eyes. The Shermans also claimed to have witnessed horrible monsters emerging from portals. These claims firmly established the ranch's reputation for hosting biological anomalies that defy standard zoological classification. B. Category 2. Systematic livestock mutilations. A central component of the Sherman claims from 1994 to 1996 involved the systematic and repeated mutilation of their cattle. The Shermans asserted that the livestock were found mutilated with surgical precision and in an unnervingly bloodless manner. Reportedly missing anatomical parts included the animal's ears, eyes, udders, anuses, sexual tongues. This
hell?
I don't know.
High-profile cattle mutilation reports documented across the American heartland during the 1970s.
How many did it say
Yeah,
it was?
Skinwalker Ranch is huge.
Yeah.
FBI involvement. The detailed nature of the mutilation claims lends itself to dual interpretations. If the events were genuine, the ranch is a focal point for persistent, decades-old patterns of anomalous activity. Conversely, the exact replication of nationally established paranormal tropes, such as surgical precision and missing organs, raises questions regarding potential fabrication intended to sensationalize the property, leveraging a recognized narrative to attract specialized attention. C. Category 3. Aerial and paranormal activity. During their tenure, the Sherman family reported extensive aerial and paranormal incidents. They claimed sightings of unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, which they described as bright lights or metallic crafts hovering over the ranch, along with sightings of floating orbs of light. Furthermore, they experienced classic poltergeist activity, including, quote, disembodied voices and movement of objects, in addition to discovering mysterious crop circles. The chronological link between the claims and the property sale is critically important for understanding the ranch's subsequent fame. The Shermans' account of chilling experiences was shared with a local reporter in June 1996. Within 3 months of the story's publication, Las Vegas real estate magnate and well-known UFO enthusiast Robert Bigelow purchased the property for $200,000. This timeline strongly supports the conclusion that the publicized claims of high strangeness and UFO activity acted as the definitive sales catalyst, immediately transforming the property from conventional agricultural land into a highly valuable research asset. The testimony of the Shermans became the commodity traded in the transaction. Table 1. Chronological
The guy that owns Skinwalker Ranch now, he's very, very high up in the LDS church here too.
Yeah.
That's kind of what threw me, because growing up in the LDS and knowing how they feel or look upon certain things, for somebody to be that high up in a church and is buying a property to validate spirits or aliens or whatever, and I'm over here going, and what did your bishop think about this? Like, what?
And get to grips with those really big claims. Today, it's the big one. Skinwalker Ranch, all 512 acres of it.
We're looking at everything, right? UAPs, cryptids, paranormal stuff, claims going way back.
Exactly. And our mission today is really to understand the different eras of investigation and, well, this constant tension between these wild stories and the lack of solid proof.
And we have to start with just how long this has been going on. It's not just a recent history.
Right. Like those 1776 reports.
Yeah, exactly. You've got this Franciscan missionary, Silvestre de Escalante,
Yeah,
documenting
Brandon
strange fireballs.
Bugle
Right there. We need to base them.
Way back then.
is his
So
name,
this isn't
Brandon.
just
I
about
just couldn't
the
remember
ranch
it.
property itself.
It suggests something regional, yeah. Like this aerial activity might be endemic to the whole area, not, just confined to those 512 acres.
Okay, but the name. We need to talk about the name itself, because that's kind of loaded, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's a really important point. The ranch is next to Ute land, Ute territory.
But Skinwalker, that's Navajo. Ye no blue sheep.
Right. And the sources point out this is, well, culturally contentious. That concept isn't really part of Ute tradition or religion.
So the name itself is kind of...
Yeah, because that's a Navajo thing.
It highlights how a really specific sensational narrative got attached, maybe overriding the local cultural accuracy for, wider appeal. Something for you, the listener, to keep in mind.
Okay, let's jump to the period that really put the ranch on the map, 1994 to 96, the Sherman family.
Yeah, they only lasted about 18 months, but their experience is foundational. Legend.
And the most famous story from them has to be
This creature.
Right, the biological anomaly.
A wolf thing, yeah. Supposedly huge wolf-like creature. Terry Sherman claimed he shot it multiple times.
With what, like a handgun?
No, a high-powered rifle, point-blank range. And the claim is it was completely unscathed, like impervious to bullets.
Impervious, wow.
Yeah.
That's, comic book level stuff, and terrifying.
And that wasn't all. They also reported repeated livestock mutilations.
Described
fucking buddy.
It's a whole phenomenon in itself.
Described as having surgical precision and being bloodless, which, immediately echoes those cattle mutilation reports from the 70s across the U.S.
Okay, but hold on. Surgical precision, bloodless. Skeptics have explanations for that, don't they, scavengers?
Absolutely. That's the balance you need here. Ravens,
That's what I don't, that's, come on now.
Desiccation in dry air. It can look like that. So the descriptions fit both high strangeness and potentially conventional explanation.
Right. But these dramatic claims, conventional or not, they got out there. Publicized June 1996.
And boom. 3 months later, Robert Bigelow, the UFO enthusiast billionaire, buys the ranch. $200,000.
So the stories themselves basically sold the property.
Seems like it. The claims became the commodity, which leads us into the next phase, right? The Bigelow era.
The investigation gap, 96 to 2016. 2 decades of professional science moving in.
Bigelow sets up NIDS, the National Institute for Discovery Science. Serious money, serious surveillance. They looked into nearly 100 incidents. UFOs, orbs, weird animals.
20 years of work. So what did they find? What was the big breakthrough?
Well, that's
No, I don't believe that. You guys run around probing everybody.
The official NIDS conclusion.
Yeah, there was definitely probing.
They were unable to capture.
Yeah, I'm like, no, you not chill as fuck. You running around probing everybody.
Extraordinary claims, lots of reports, persistent activity, but the hard evidence.
I'm surprised. Come on, at some point the Warrens had to be involved in Skinwalker Ranch. How could they not have been? They're involved in everything.
Yeah, I heard that too, Shaw Woman. The theory, yeah, that they've, yeah, I've heard that too, but you know, how true it is, I don't know.
Bottle Hollow Reservoir, a police officer in 98, some young guys in 2002. They saw UAPs.
DARPA made our fucking internet.
The phenomenon.
Oh no.
Just on the ranch, but it's also incredibly hard to pin down scientifically.
Exactly. And that lack of hard proof, that failure, maybe led to the current phase, what we're calling the modern materialist pivot, starting around 2016.
Right. Because the focus seems to have shifted quite dramatically now.
Yeah, it's very tech focused now. Less about, bulletproof wolves, more about electromagnetic signals, looking underground, the geology.
So what are the big claims coming out recently, say 2022?
They're very specific, very material. Things like finding evidence that UAP activity or radiation is linked to or stimulated by anomalies below ground.
Underground anomalies.
And finding a void, like a cave while drilling, that supposedly contained an impenetrable object, plus recovering metal fragments they claim are from a massive dome buried in the mesa.
It's the cuckoo alien.
Oh, okay, that's but where are these claims being made? Scientific journals.
Well, that's the critical point for you to consider. Mostly.
Oh my God.
These huge claims tend to be revealed through media programs, entertainment shows connected to the ranch.
Not exactly peer review.
Not exactly. It creates this kind of commercial feedback loop, The claims drive the interest drives the programming reveals new claims, and the ambiguity continues.
So wrapping this all up, what do we actually know?
We know the region has a long, long history of weird aerial reports back to those 1776 fireballs. The ranch seems to be a focal point, a real claims repository.
And it's a big bud. Despite decades
of it's a big bud.
Professional scientists now
Great.
This tech focus.
The actual verifiable physical evidence for the most spectacular claims, the cryptids, the buried domes, it's still missing. Elusive.
That core tension remains. The bigger the claim, the better the evidence seems to get.
Which leaves you with a final thought, maybe. If this phenomenon, whatever it is, has been around for centuries and it seems to actively resist being documented, being measured, maybe the real mystery isn't what is happening at Skinwalker Ranch, but why it stays just out of reach. Why does it resist proof?
Good question.
Yeah, Dom isn't the resident alien proctologist. That's his cousins. That's his cousins, the cuckoo tribe.
That's Kukui.
It's not cuckoo, I don't give a shit.
Exotic physics, and the unified military conspiracy nexus.
Executive
synthesis. The unified
pimping and probing, either way.
She tells Snap, I read that as pimping.
And their interconnecting high-speed tunnel systems represents a complex composite conspiracy narrative. This framework successfully synthesizes 3 primary conceptual pillars: the operational model of absolute secrecy, the theoretical justification of exotic physics, and the logistical requirements of massive infrastructure, the DUMB's manifestation. This report investigates the claims linking the verifiable secrecy of the Manhattan Project.
God, the way they react down here, they're probably just trying to see if our brains are there.
Alleged under the Montauk Project, to the purported construction of a global deep subterranean empire. The persistence of this theory relies on a sophisticated narrative that exploits the public's lack of direct governmental information, a state often described as a crippled epistemology. The analysis establishes criteria for evaluating these claims, ranging from confirmed sites like Mount Weather to technologically impossible concepts such as Mach 2.8 subterranean maglev transit. 2. Infrastructure Claim 1. Deep Underground Military Bases, DUMB. 2.1. The foundation of reality, confirmed strategic facilities. The notion that governments construct vast, secure underground facilities is a documented global reality. Verified U.S. strategic infrastructure includes sites such as Mount Weather and the NORAD facility deep within Cheyenne Mountain. International analogs, such as Russia's sprawling Межгорье complex and Australia's Pine Gap, confirm the existence of worldwide hidden strategic assets. The conspiracy narrative capitalizes on the confirmed expense and secrecy of these legitimate facilities to lend apparent credibility to entirely fictional expansions. 2.2. The Dulce Base Paradigm. Case study in exotic subterranean warfare. Dulce Base, located beneath Archuleta Mesa in New Mexico, is the central location where claims of massive military infrastructure intersect with allegations of extraterrestrial involvement and illegal genetic experimentation.
Yeah.
The claims originated in the 1970s with Paul
That's some
Menowitz,
shit.
who believed he was intercepting electronic signals from a jointly operated human and alien facility. The narrative was amplified by the media and gained traction following reports of unexplained cattle mutilations. According to conspiracy narratives, the Dulce compound is a 7-story facility housing human-animal
I love it. I only watch you if it's ET.
narrative is heavily supported by the testimony of Phil Schneider, a supposed engineer who claimed direct
Or
involvement in
Stitch.
His controversial death is often interpreted as an assassination orchestrated to silence a government whistleblower,
I bet.
transforming his account into a perceived validated truth.
Zoom call.
Infrastructure claim 2. The high-speed tunnel network and subterranean technology. The core logistical problem for the DUMBS conspiracy is how a network of 132 alleged bases, situated at depths averaging 1.5 to 4.5 miles,
If not there, it's going to come in and get you.
secretly and then connected. The solution offered by the conspiracy narrative lies in 2 exotic, non-conventional technologies. The nuclear subterranean.
That's what I was just thinking. That shot of Independence Day where they're on top of the building holding big signs. Welcome! And shit.
Construction is allegedly
Right now, we're getting snow in the Sierras right now. We got fucking massive storms coming in right now.
It's raining like hell now. It just started a few minutes ago. It's pouring now.
It's about to
And the
start
wind
here,
is
too.
blowing like hell.
heat, a process known as vitrification.
You see those pictures I put in group? It's crazy right now.
Solidified glass-lined tunnel behind
No, I can't. I was looking up the Hollow Lake.
by associating the
I got you all interested. I never heard of it either. I knew you guys would like that.
Genuinely, though briefly, explored and abandoned. 3.2.
We don't get snow here.
Well, my friend, his family, they've got property. They got a cabin up there by Skinwalker Ranch.
The subterranean claims.
Well, the next door neighbors will let you come stay at their ranch up right on the other side of the ridge. They got a trailer. They do like Airbnb, so you can go up there and investigate and shit.
Second, the claim of no debris is inaccurate. Melting millions of tons of subterranean material using a mobile nuclear source would generate significant amounts of gaseous waste, thermal energy, and radioactive byproducts. The logistical challenge of containing and safely disposing of this radioactive superheated waste from deeper in the earth is immense, far outpacing the acknowledged scientific difficulties of conventional nuclear waste disposal. 3.3. The Mach 2.8 maglev vac train network. The tunnels allegedly house high-speed magnetic levitation, or maglev, trains hurtling through evacuated subterranean tubes known as vac train technology.
Like the fucking high-speed railroad?
2,130 miles per hour.
Only faster.
Fails scrutiny based on fundamental fluid dynamics. When an object moves at high speed within a confined tunnel, even a near vacuum, it compresses the air ahead of it, creating shock waves and immense aerodynamic drag.
I like the snow when it first falls. I like to go fucking do Brodies in the snow.
Hell no, we don't want snow. Hell no, we don't want snow. No, we don't do snow.
I'm anxious for it to get here, and then when it first gets here, and I go play and drive around it, and I'm like, okay, I'm over it now.
Instantaneously between distant DUMBs. IV. Nexus 1. The chronological and theoretical foundation. The DUMBs and tunnel theories require a credible historical and theoretical origin. This origin is provided by integrating the Manhattan Project and the Philadelphia.
Yeah, you might want to.
That's what we got to do, Gary.
See if they got any flux capacitors while you're at it.
Yeah.
Cultural and operational blueprint necessary to rationalize the existence of unaccountable, world-altering black projects. Its success.
I don't think there's a sign up to go to Secret Land. Oh, Sacred. I read Secret. I was like, I don't think they're. I don't know. I don't think they let us into the secret places.
This precedent makes the much wilder claims of time travel and Mach 2.8 tunnels a believable, if hyperbolic, continuation of wartime state power. 5.2. The Philadelphia Experiment, the birth of exotic physics conspiracy. The Philadelphia Experiment is the narrative element that injects the required exotic physics into the conspiracy, shifting the foundation from nuclear fission to space-time and electromagnetic manipulation. The alleged event took place on October 28, 1943, where the USS Eldridge was supposedly made invisible to radar.
Dude, if I go to, I was going to go out and see Maria for her surgery, I would have a 6 to 12 hour overnight stay in Chicago. Fuck you.
Oh my God.
At the fucking Amtrak in Chicago all night by my no, I don't think so. Pretty sure that's not a good idea. I don't like it.
Despite being a fabrication, the Philadelphia
Nothing about that sounds good.
Seed that introduces the manipulation of the
I just don't know.
Field theory. VI. Nexus 2. The continuity of research and weaponization. The Montauk Project, alleged to have taken place at Camp Hero in Montauk, New York, is the key narrative nexus that links the historical exotic physics breakthrough directly to the necessary technological output for
your Canadian grandfather or your alien grandfather?
Oh shit.
Allegations. The Montauk narrative claims it was a secretive continuation of the Philadelphia Experiment.
Because you know he's part alien, he's Canadian.
Why do you think I'm going Bigfoot hunting? I'm going to find my family.
As well as time travel, teleportation, and
thought you were a great pumpkin.
6.2.
I'm part Great Pumpkin.
Oh, you're half pumpkin, half Bigfoot.
That's what I turn into on Halloween.
So you're the first redheaded Bigfoot?
Yep.
Oh God.
They call me Big Red.
Initial funding source operating outside
So
congressional.
what kind of alien was your other grandfather?
The direct tunnel and DM's connection. The Montauk Project is.
That's your Canadian grandfather. What was your alien one?
He was one of the Greys. One of the Greys.
Was he a prober?
Or a pink?
Did he
I'm not sure.
Did he probe? Was he a prober?
Does he have pronouns?
Did he like Skittles?
The chain of causality is explicit. 1. Manhattan Project provides the precedent for secrecy and funding. 2.
Right, sure. You're trying to get in my panties and you're telling me you don't come from a long line of probers? You lies. 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 You're probers. Canadian probers. God damn it.
The system is rendered robust as critical assessment through the selective use of facts, blending historical reality with fictional extrapolation.
You're probably making him hurt. He's probably over there laughing and it's hurting him.
I know. Motherfucker's got 7 broken ribs over there and we're fucking with him.
I know.
Good God. So yeah, what did we learn today, people? We learned about Botto Hollow Reservoir that nobody knew about. See, who says this is not an educational place? Huh? Come on.
Huh?
You learn things, You learn things over here. Hey, congratulations, Mark. I see you got to sing for tacos the other night. That's good. Maybe when you're singing for tacos, you should pay attention to who you're singing for instead of you're cussing out people on your stream. That was kind of stupid.
Right. Oh, I heard about that. Somebody said something. Who was it that he yelled at or called him something?
Tina.
Oh, it was Tina. Yeah, that's who it was.
I was
like,
watching. He had all of 9 people in there. It was ridiculous. And then he panned the restaurant, and there was only like 4 tables that had people at it. The whole restaurant was empty.
God.
Like the whole restaurant. Then they had him sing "Darling Nikki." I was like, "Oh Lord, why would you do that?" Out of all of Prince's songs,
God!
Why would
right
you try
out
to
of all the songs, when people are that's not a song you want to play at a restaurant.
No,
stupid.
You're not. What are you doing?
Oh my God!
Well, I've never sang it before. Then don't try. Don't. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Outrageous.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah, outrageous. It was funny.
I bet he was fired after.
I don't even know what made him do Prince. I mean, they were like singing along when he was doing like old country. You should have stuck with that. You had the crowd, the 4 people that were there involved.
Yeah.
Well, if you count the waitresses, there were 6 people.
The 4 that was probably fucking never ate so fast in their fucking life.
Dude, for real. They were like, can we get another drink? Because
they were probably choking and risking the Heimlich maneuver.
They
just
were
to
singing
get
for
out of
him.
there.
He sang Darling Nikki by Prince.
Yeah, Darling Nikki from Prince, Scissors.
Just, if you don't know, look it up. It starts out with met her at a hotel lobby masturbating to a magazine.
With the magazine. Yep.
Okay, that's the first line of the song. And they're doing this in a Mexican restaurant when people are trying to have dinner on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Like, huh? Oh my God.
Oh, I know. What the fuck are you doing?
She wanted to do, I don't know if you guys heard of the song 7. Prince did that one too. It's not like one of his big ones, but it's a good one. And he was like, no, I've never heard of it. Yeah, very few people have. And if you would have tried to sing that, I swear to God, I would have called YouTube. Because that would have been blasphemy. Because no, you shouldn't have done Darling Nikki either. But just leave Prince alone. Just stay out of that. Just don't even just stay away from that. Then he tried to do Nothing Compares to You. Oh my God, that was Prince. And fucking may she rest in peace. Goddamn, what's her name? Sade or whatever. Fucking Sinead O'Connor. Fucking. Dude, you leave that woman. Stop. You stop it. You just stop it. Stick to your old country. Leave the rest of that shit alone. Fucking idiot. Yeah, I was like, what are you doing? Hey, cutie pie. I was like, what are you doing? Why are you singing? No, don't. But he sang it. I was like, oh my God.
I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
You're in public. Like, you're in public, tater tot. What are you doing?
He should have been thrown out into public after that.
Thrown out into public. And you had him in front of that plate glass window. Somebody's going to shoot his ass. You better stop putting him there. If you're going to make him sing like that, put him in the back of the restaurant so they can't shoot him through the window.
You're going to have a drive-by.
They're going to throw bricks or something at him, dude. Or tacos. I don't know. But anything to make him stop. Because, man, I was embarrassed for you. I really was.
Oh, my God.
I remember just not that long ago, he was having like 100 people in his chat. He had 7.
Yeah.
7 people.
Yeah, he went right into the toilet.
Yeah.
And with a quickness, too. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. But I've heard, like I've said, I've heard from other people that, I mean, he's had several channels that have come and gone. And I was like, they're like, this isn't anything new. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he was monetized when I met him, and somebody had donated like $1,000 to him and shit, and then he got demonetized, so he didn't get none of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was mad because he hasn't got it back yet.
He ain't going to either.
Thanks for tacos at the Chinese restaurant. Yeah, you heard me. Tacos at the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know why. Literally, there was like 4 people in that restaurant, not counting.
I don't know what the fuck. A tacos Chinese restaurant, Darling Nikki. What in the fuck?
I don't know what's happening in the world. I really don't. I really don't understand what's going on. It made no sense. And cussing people out while you're singing in a restaurant and like, what are you doing?
Right. Oh my God.
In the middle of songs, you were missing your point to like your start point and shit because you were talking to your chat. And you should have been like, what are you doing?
I don't watch him, but I heard about it. I'm like, that's fucking hilarious.
It was such a train wreck. I watched it because it was funny.
That's what they said too. It was a train wreck. You couldn't look away. I said, I'm not going to do it.
You just sitting there wanting to see what he was going to do next. It was utter murder of the music. I'm telling you now.
Welcome to my restaurant, Pedro Wong.
Pedro. It's Wong Pedro.
Juan Pedro.
Juan Pedro. The Juan Pedro.
Welcome to the restaurant, Tu Wong Fu.
Dude, why? I mean, not that he needs a defense, but in his defense, the waitress did ask him to play a Prince song, and she did suggest 7 and then Darling Nikki. I don't know why. But I
Oh
mean,
my
being a
God,
normal person
still.
with some kind of respect about myself, I'd have been like, maybe not that one. Maybe we
Ah,
should go with like something like maybe Purple Rain or like
too long,
Sweet Dove's Cry
Pedro.
or even fucking Raspberry Beret. But Darling Nikki,
Oh
dude, come
shit.
on. I don't
I
know.
I don't know. That man is so mentally fucking deranged.
How do you go from
I
country to
can't.
Lynyrd Skynyrd to Darling Nikki?
Right?
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's what I want to listen to when I'm trying to eat my dinner with my family.
Right. Your Mexican Chinese food. What did you have? Fucking pork chow mein and enchiladas?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
Chili verde orange chicken.
Oh my god. Instead of fried
Oh,
fucking
shit.
Mexican rice, they had fried rice. Instead of fucking burritos, they got egg rolls filled with burrito filling.
The Taquito.
Taquito.
Oh my God. That's what his name should be from now on. Taquito.
Mark Taquito Terry.
Oh my God.
Fucking
That's
hilarious.
fucking hilarious.
It was funny though. Yeah, you might want to I was like, dude, is he really? Oh my god, he really. I was like, dude, they're really singing that. There's like
I
people here.
can't.
Like there's people in there. Like, oh my god, dude, they're never going to work there again.
Right.
Not even for
They
free
probably
tacos.
see you coming for the door, and now they're
you know
just
what?
gonna automatically
not
hit the
even like
close sign and lock the door.
It's not even they're paying him. That's like karaoke night down there, and he's just like down there singing. I don't even think he's getting tacos. I think he's just
Yeah.
singing for free.
It looked like he was running a whole shebang down there.
Yeah. But it's like karaoke night. It's not really like they're not paying him to do it. I don't even think he's getting tacos. It's just crazy.
It's not a bar, Dom. It's a restaurante.
That is crazy.
But if they did serve alcohol, I'm sure every one of them was drinking fucking 5 minutes into their dinner.
They did because they were talking about drinks and shit. You could hear the waitresses taking orders and shit.
Oh God. Yeah, I'd have to drink to listen to him.
And like the customers were like, some of them were like singing along with him and shit. Because I think they were drunk.
Well, shit, they probably thought he was fucking a fucking country star, man, if they were all drinking.
Until they started playing Prince. Like, dude, really?
Oh, God.
Like, really?
That's like club music. That's not fucking restaurant music, stupid.
Darling Nikki is like a whole era type. It's like,
yeah,
that's got a whole subculture. You even could have done Roddick City, would have even been better. Darling Nikki is not something you sing in a fucking public restaurant where there's people, families, and they're eating dinner.
I can see him do it too. La cucaracha, la cucaracha.
Oh my God. They call me Lola. She was a showgirl.
Oh, God.
Or she comes in there wearing the fruit salad on his head. Coochie, coochie, coochie. Remember Charo?
Oh, coochie, 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 coochie.
Oh my God.
Oh my
I
God.
want to see you do some Boney M songs. Yeah, let's see you do that. This dude, I want to see you do like Small Barker or something. That would be hilarious. Or fucking Rasputin. Oh my God, him singing Rasputin would be funny as fuck. It was retarded.
Yeah, Charo.
She died, didn't she? I remember like she used to always be on like Love Boat and shit and like
I know.
weird shit all the time. Like that's all.
Yeah,
I don't even know what she did.
coochie.
She was just weird. She was just known because she had big boobies.
She was funny though.
But didn't she die? She died a while back.
She had to have. God, she's older than dirt by now.
She'd have to be.
Yeah, because I remember watching her on the Carol Burnett show too. I used to watch a Carol Burnett show all the time.
There's a whole fucking channel dedicated to that on Pluto.
Yep, because I'd race home from school and watch Days of Our Lives, and then Carol Burnett came on at 4. That's usually when I was supposed to be doing my homework.
One Hit Wonder. Well, I know she was an actress. Oh, yeah, I guess she did play the guitar, didn't she? Ow. So I got this fucking shit taped on my arm, and now it's trying to come off. And ow, it's stuck on my arm. I didn't think about when I had to take it off. Oh my god, it's fucking. I'm not gonna have any hair on my arm left. It's all coming off. That's pretty funny. The fucking. Oh my god, why is this glue all of a sudden sticking real good? Or tape, I mean. Huh. Oh my god, this is gonna hurt.
She is still alive and she is 74 years old.
Shut your mouth.
Her birthday's January 15th, 1951.
Oh my god.
And yeah, she looks 74.
Wow.
Oh boy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, fuck everybody. Go grab a bowl of fruit and put it on your head and start doing that. You'll live forever. You'll live forever. That's the secret of life. You got coochie coochie coo. And take a lot of cruises.
Yeah. Yep.
You got to take cruises. Ow, this fucking shit is itching.
Yeah, she wasn't.
Ow.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I was like, wait a minute, I don't remember hearing about her passing away. I don't remember hearing about it. So I went and looked. I'm like, shit, she's still kicking it at 74. She'll be 75 in January.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn. That's outrageous. We've been on here 2.5 fucking hours.
Yeah.
I think it's time to get the hell out of here. I gotta go soak my arm in water so you take this tape off of it.
Oh my god.
I can't get it off. This shit's itching like a motherfucker and I can't get it off. It's stuck there. So yeah, I'm gonna go wet my arm.
You know what, Spitfire? I met Jerry Lewis when I was younger. My first husband had he got these tickets and it was for some big, huge dinner at the company that he was working for. And they actually brought him in to entertain us. And he was walking around and introducing himself. I just sat there. I think I was like 17, 18 around then. And I was like, holy crap.
That's cool. All right, guys. All of a sudden, fucking people started coming back in. We're leaving, people. Get out of here.
Yep. Good night, everybody.
Good night, people. Hey, Emmy and J-Mac, suck a dick. Yeah, suck a dick. Suck each other's dicks.